Yo, welcome to Clear the Air. It's another week with Dante,
T Kane, and Tato.
Man, y'all ain't gonna introduce me like
No.
we got a special guest in the building.
You
What the
gotta
fuck
introduce
going on,
yourself, brother. Closed mouths don't get fed in this
man?
world.
Alright, man. Yep, it's Tato, aka Vontae, aka Judy Train. Let's get it.
Okay, hey.
Choo.
So my man Tyler, he seen the Mariners game yesterday. You seem pretty stoked about this dude, Aaron Judge.
Bro, I'm just saying, I'm in the beer garden. Mind you, I pretty much
I
just
have
went
yet
for
to
him.
go to the beer garden.
I pretty much just went for him. I'm pretty faded at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes up to
Those
bat.
garlic fries were on 10, I saw.
Ooh. Bro, fries were bomb. Nachos were bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Best burger was pretty bomb.
Okay.
It was good. I was faded.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm watching him, bro. And you just got to see his hips, bro. If you know baseball, like,
What?
it's all in the hips.
Mm-hmm.
And when he turns on the ball, it's automatic. So he hits it, it goes in like it bounces off the back of the stadium.
Oh, really?
Yes, last row, upper deck of the.
Damn.
Like, bro, it went over my head. I'm in the outfield. I looked at it like this, like wow. And bro, everyone around me's like this, just hand over their mouth, just in fucking shock and awe. And they booed him when he came up to the plate. I don't know why they booed him, just because he's a Yankee, I guess. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, he got some cheers after that one. I promise you that.
Hey, if you want to turn the crowd around, that's the best way to do it. That
31st home run of the season, though.
31st?
He's a rookie.
How many games are out? He's a rookie?
It's like halfway, a little over halfway.
Pretty damn good.
Yeah, it's fucking savage.
Mariners been on that shit lately, haven't they? I haven't been.
They were getting rain yesterday. I left early.
Oh, they was like that? They was getting their ass whooped?
Bro, that was like a 3-run home run, I think, that he hit. So that we only had one run at that point, so it was like 4 or 5 to 1.
I
So
feel you.
what is like the Mariners? What is their ranking right now? Like, haven't they always been like an iconic team?
Bro, I
Like,
looked yesterday.
Ichiro
I looked up
was
at
the
the
shit
billboard.
back then when I was growing up.
I looked up at all their banners. You want to know their last banner?
2004.
One.
Oh, so close.
16
So they
years.
suck.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just go hard for them because I don't go hard for the Hawks. I got to make it up in some way. Rep my tail
colors are
so
nasty
high.
though. I don't like
Very
them.
nasty. Very nasty.
Them jerseys, you can't go wrong with them.
I just got a hockey jersey. It's a little too big though, so I still don't know what I'm gonna do with it. But it's like a '90s Mariner hockey jersey. It's
Ugh.
filthy.
Yeah, that looks dope as shit.
It's just fucking huge. it's such a big fucking jersey.
So let me ask you this, Tato.
Hmm.
So basically, do you separate somebody's personal life from their artistry?
No,
Man. It depends what you're doing. Like, are you acting? Are you a rapper?
Musician. Basically, what I'm talking about for
so,
anybody that can't pick the pieces.
I mean,
up.
rappers do it all the time, bro. Like, you gotta look at motherfucking what's his name? Not Young Dog, Black Youngster. He be doing all that stuff for the show, bro. It's not really him. You know, he said it in a couple of interviews.
No,
like
more what I was along the lines of, like R. Kelly, for example. Do you take his outside actions, his personal life, and you point it towards the music? Like, what do you? Does it make you not fuck with one or the other?
Absolutely not.
I agree 100%.
When you do a track, what's presented on that track is done. It don't have no baggage on it, no nothing. If you like that song, then you like that song. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
I agree 100%.
You can let somebody hear an R. Kelly song, they didn't know that was R. Kelly, like, oh, this a banger. Then once you found out he was doing that shit to them little girls, and they're like, oh, I don't like it no more. No, you still like it. You know it. Just like you try to be, if you a racist, you always gonna be a racist. You can't undo that racism inside you. You could say you ain't racist. You could try not to be racist, but you always gonna be racist. You can't help what you love.
You can still like the song, but not fuck with the person.
That's true. That's absolutely
That's
true.
what I'm saying. But like, there's certain people that because of what he's did, they'll go and delete every album he ever had from their library.
That's what happens when you fuck up, though.
So do you not? So
I mean,
so
some
you
people
separate.
just do that.
So you don't separate.
Some people
if
just
somebody
do that.
fucks up
Some
on
people-
if somebody
Sorry.
fucks up on their personal life, then you don't listen to their music. You know, like is it like that?
I mean, it definitely depends on who we're talking about. Like Michael Jackson, for example. Honestly, he definitely had a problem. Like, it's not, I don't think, all his fault, but he was like mentally unstable. I'm pretty sure he fucked around with some kids. in some way, shape, or form. He fucked with some kids. It is fucked up. I still love his music.
Yeah.
His music's still groundbreaking. Like, it's still something that's gonna live on forever, honestly. But the guy, yeah, whack job.
He's a whack job.
He's a whack job.
Come on, Michael.
Yeah,
Michael. Okay, like
it's not his fault.
Whack job or
Jackson?
whack job or junkie? Like which one?
Nah, whack job.
Whack job?
Whack job.
You think so?
Whack job.
I don't know, bro.
Mentally fucked up. I don't think it was his
so what
fault.
is this you talking about? What is it? Whack job or junkie?
Yeah, well, Michael Jackson.
About, like,
What's a whack job or junkie?
Yeah.
Explain a whack job.
Whack job, nutty, crazy, like off the chain, like he's fucking has a boat
junkie.
loose.
I think he's more of a junkie because he was
Thank you.
doing drugs.
Hello. Well, I think that shit fucks with your brain. I think because of the being a junkie, it may have fucked your mental. But
I think the way he grew up, and plus like fame at a young age, and then being just old and like obviously he was fucked up in his head, bro. He was in there getting plastic surgery all the time, bleaching.
He didn't love himself.
Yeah, he tried to change himself too much. You know, someone was wrong.
yeah,
he was mentally
I think
he never grew up, bro.
Yeah.
That was the thing. Like he never grew up because he never really got a childhood. Because when he was being a child is when he was getting pushed by his dad to be the band. Like,
bro, I think I heard that he did all those surgeries because he kept one of the pills. Like he did the surgery so he can keep getting prescribed the pill.
Bro, no,
That
he's
makes
famous.
sense,
He can
too.
get pills easily. When you're a famous person, you can get whatever drug you want.
That's he was addicted to the surgery, bro. Like he just was addicted.
I mean, people
to it.
get like attached to that shit, man. He probably likes that.
either
plastic
way, it's
surgery.
in his mental, so he's fucked up.
And look
mentally.
at the you talk about the glow up before and after pictures. He's got one of the best in history.
For real.
You wouldn't recognize the nigga if you saw him, man.
I'm dropping mills on it. You know what I mean? Hey, low key, the only other glow up has to be Kylie Jenner. Kylie and Kendall. Did you see
Oh,
them?
she's just beginning though.
Well, did you see them hoes back in the day though? They look like nothing but square boobops, bro. They look like
That's how it always happens, man. That's how it always
pancake
starts.
look like British bitches. You know what I mean? Just
man, they
fucked up
bad.
teeth
Bro,
eating fish and
Beth
chips.
watches some British show, all their teeth are just
Bro,
fucking like crooked, yellow
Yeah.
stained, like
I don't put
Bro,
that.
like,
I don't.
all of the
that doesn't
people.
surprise me at all. That Beth is watching that.
but
It doesn't surprise me at all.
like why don't they have fucking dental care in
They
fucking
just don't
Europe?
give a fuck, bro.
Like why don't they care? I don't get it. Just
You can smell
straighten
their
that
breath
shit
from the
out.
TV.
Yeah, they just look
Like the
unhygienic.
Gap, a
Not
Gap
hygienic?
in like
I don't know.
London and Britain, like that's swag up, baby. Like they go hard for that shit.
No, they don't.
Swear to God,
I'll keep my teeth.
My
promise to
family
you.
in England, they really don't. So I wouldn't know.
Yeah, but they're African.
They're more white than that.
Hey, if you got something to say, you gotta say it to Mike. Can't be talking back there.
Ooh, LH him.
Anyway,
Hey, to those at home that wonder who we're talking to Pascal, aka Skillion's dumb bitch ass.
AKA I'll hit a bitch if I love her.
Yeah, so
I did not mean that. That was not what I meant. You know what I mean.
to bring a little context to the conversation.
He did say that.
Yeah, we were all having a little conversation outside, and Pascal said if a female was to begin hitting on him, and he wouldn't just grab her and contain her, he would just beat the shit out of her. He said if he knew her, he wouldn't hit her, but if he didn't know her, he's stomping her out. Those are his exact words.
damn.
Those are his. Hey, mind you, Pascal is a 6'4",
Black ass,
285.
3.
Yeah, I mean,
Grim Reaper, scary looking motherfucker. If you
hey,
didn't know
one
that
show I
nigga.
really want.
Straight out of Gambia.
One show I really want you guys to watch is the show Legends. That show is out of pocket on so many levels, bro.
Legends.
Legend.
Is
It's
that
on
Netflix?
Comedy Central.
But I've been watching the whitest show I've ever watched, but I honestly fuck with the show. It's called Rancher or The Ranchers or something.
The Ranch
It's with Ashton. I don't know, maybe.
with Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
It's a show?
yeah. It's
On
a show on Netflix. It's a Netflix original. Honestly, it's a pretty good show. I like it. You like 2.5 Men or something?
I do
Knock
like
it
2.5
till I
Men.
try
Yeah,
it.
you could still like it. Like
I like Two and a
It's a
Half
way
Men
different
before
storyline,
Ashton
though.
Kutcher came.
he's a washed up, like a great high school phenom. And now he's like old and washed up, and he's coming back to his hometown.
Can we talk about how Ashton Kutcher ruined Two and a Half Men?
I
He
never
didn't
watched
ruin
that.
it. Charlie Sheen leaving ruined 2.5 Men.
No, Ashton Kutcher coming ruined Two and a Half Men.
No, Charlie leaving ruined 2.5 Men more than anything. Who the fuck was gonna replace Charlie Sheen on 2.5 Men? Charlie Sheen was playing himself.
I know. Charlie Sheen,
Who's gonna
he
come in
made
and
the
play
show.
Charlie? Yeah, exactly. So,
He made the show. But all I'm going to say is Ashton Kutcher, I don't
Had a
respect him
couple
as an
seasons.
actor. No, he did not.
He had a couple.
No.
He had more than one.
He wrote he bombed that part. He failed on all
He was a different
on all
character.
aspects. He was a bitch. Ashton Kutcher's not even that good of an actor. I don't know why people give him so much praise.
I don't give him a lot
I
of
mean,
praise.
I think he's pretty good actor.
He's funny in that '70s show and this show though.
That '70s show was horrible.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
never watched
And I
it.
think Mila Kunis is overrated.
Oh, now you're just trying to get disrespectful.
No, I'm not talking.
Mila Kunis is a badass bitch.
I'm
bro.
not talking about her looks. Very attractive. I'm talking about her acting skills. Very mediocre.
Fuck, she's a heart.
Very
she's an
mediocre.
actress, but
Man,
she's
you know
hardly
what
an
actress I really want to bang?
Oh. So direct.
What's her goddamn name? Scarlett Johansson.
Bro, hold on. I'm
Boy,
going back to
she
you.
bad, nigga. She got them natural Jenner lips. Nigga, you know that came natural. I don't think she had to get that put in that. You know, and when she play on the Marvel movies like the Black Widow and shit, oh man.
It had me dying. The way Tay said that sound like he'd be like, everything bigger in Texas. You know what I mean? Like, the dude just went hard for a second. He said, you know who I really want to bang?
Y'all talking about bad actresses,
Yeah,
man.
you were very direct with it.
Trying to bang.
I know what you mean, man.
Hey, for those at home that are just going through it, you know what I mean? Head in the slums. You know what will really help y'all out? Just help you see brighter days.
Some milk.
Go to your local Costco, pick up a pack of Kirkland Clean Whites.
Kirkland.
Alright. You know,
Why are you running promos like we're getting paid to run promos?
No, I always gotta give a lending hand. You know what I mean? To my fellow man. There's no other thing to brighten up a
Why
man's
clean
day.
wipes though?
No, Kirkland Clean Whites.
Oh,
White tees, baby.
Okay.
White
I
tees.
thought you were talking about
Kirkland
baby wipes or something.
No, sir.
No.
If you want to have a great day, if you let me just put it like this: there's no other way of feeling yourself is waking up, take yourself a shower, you go, get in line up. You know what I'm saying?
That's if it's summertime.
I might one up your
No
shit
way.
a little bit.
All right, I got you.
Because I just got a suit jacket today and I'm feeling pretty fresh.
I don't
Shit,
know what
your
that is.
haircut looking pretty nice too.
A suit jacket?
Shout out to my guy Taz.
You said
At,
suit jacket?
Upper level barbershop? I don't know what this shit's called. What?
What the fuck is a suit jacket?
Okay, you know a suit?
Oh, a suit jacket.
Yeah.
I thought you said a suit jacket.
No.
Like S-U-E.
I don't know what that is.
That's why I was so confused. I was like, this nigga think he's stunting on me, nigga?
Got like a navy blue.
That's cool.
jacket today.
That's shitty as fuck, but that's cool. Nah, bro. You know what that reminded me of?
I need it for my job, honestly.
No, time out. You know what that reminded me of? It's ever since I seen this Instagram video, it's hilarious. Shout out my dude Mark Phillips. Follow him on Instagram or Twitter. This dude is hilarious. So he made an Instagram video. It said, whenever you have something good and your dudes congratulate you but talk shit at the same time. So dude rolled up in
I watched this.
dude rolled up in a brand new car. He goes, ugly ass, oh bitch ass, oh dirty ass. He goes, oh, this shit clean, is this you? Yeah, man, finally came up. Oh, okay, yeah. Hey, what year is it? 2010. This shit 7 years old, but that's cool. Hey, that's cool. You
But,
still
hey, it's good for you. It's good for you.
it's cool. He said, yeah, you.
See, that's so true though.
No, next, no, wait. So the dude walked in, right? It's another scene. Dude walked in and just got a new job. This shit remind me of you right here. Dude walked in, got a new job. Hey, nigga, they gave me the job. He goes, oh, bitch ass. Oh, yeah, he said, you finally got the job? You don't got to, he said, you don't got to take your girl to McDonald's no more.
That's so wrong.
Bro, that had me dying when he said that. That's when I was like, the ultimate hate. You seen the dude graduate, he's like, it only took you 6 years. It only took you 6 years. All right, speaking of 6 years, if Kyrie leaves, I'm predicting it takes him 6 years to make it to the next finals. If he leaves the Cavs. 6
Wow,
years.
really?
If he went to
That
the
long?
Spurs, I don't know, bro. Kyrie on the Spurs that's a loaded Spurs team.
To bring a little context to my bold statement, Kyrie came out and said that he wants to leave Cleveland because he does not want to play with LeBron
To
anymore.
go to Miami, New York, or Minnesota.
Or San
San Antonio.
Minnesota
First
will be
of all,
dirty.
all those teams minus San Antonio are not worth leaving the Cavs.
Minnesota is
He's
pretty
mad.
worth it.
I think he's mad right now.
I would not go to Minnesota.
I think he just wants
Minnesota
change.
with Jimmy Butler,
Hey, I watched
Cat,
this shit. I don't-
Andrew Wiggins,
You can gas him up all you want.
Kyrie. Like, okay, that's pretty dirty. I
They're
can't see
too
him in the
young.
Spurs jersey.
They're not fucking going to a finals though. He's got to be thinking finals right now. He's gone to the finals last 3 years. Wherever you go,
I think
he'll make
he's
it to the
thinking
finals.
long term. I think he's thinking the next 3. Imagine this: he's in a 3-year contract right now with the Cavaliers. Bron's leaving next year, so he doesn't want to go right through. Like, he was there in Cleveland already when they were shitty as fuck when Bron left. That's when it was his team, quote unquote. Then 3 years later, Bron wants to come back, suns him real quick for the next 3 years. Kyrie wins him that championship. Yes, I know there's some at home gasping, talking that shit about me, but it's cool. I understand that unless Bron didn't get that block, there would be no shot. But let me ask you this: with that block being said, say the ball's in Bron's hand, is he making it?
Probably.
No, he's not. No, he's
I
not.
won't put anything past LeBron now.
Me either.
Bron's
man.
not a coach.
He's too
That's
good.
my dude.
Bron
He's
will
too good.
miss a jump shot. If y'all know basketball,
He
Bron
will.
will miss a jump shot.
But that clutch jump shot,
Who would you give it to more? Kyrie or Bron?
Kyrie. Exactly who took it. But I mean, if it ended up in LeBron's hand, I wouldn't be
Ice in his
upset.
veins, baby.
Hey, but one of the funny memes I saw was like a fake conversation between Kyrie and LeBron.
Was it a black dude?
Oh, God.
Oh, it was the text one.
No,
Oh,
it was a conversation.
it was the black dude.
Yeah.
That's Mark Phillips. That's the dude that made the.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah,
He's funny as shit.
I watched a lot of his videos.
Yeah, this dude is funny as
I
hell.
don't keep track of the names and nothing. I watched the videos. But he was like, "You want to go to Miami?"
Uh-huh.
Say, you know, the last time Miami went to the finals,
When
He
I
said,
was
when I was there.
Hey, hold on.
I was like, that does sound retarded. Like, I don't understand, bro. The Spurs are definitely like a playoff team, like a deep playoff team. You know, off the bat, that's just their franchise.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And yeah, like the other teams, like with Kyrie, they would be definitely a playoff team.
Hold on, I want to get
But
back to this
I don't
convo.
want to deal. I
Hold
don't
on.
want to deal with.
I want to get back to this convo. We're not dropping it.
He's
But
dumb.
shout out to the fucking military, bro. Look at this nigga James. He just
Yeah,
posted a
I saw it.
picture on Instagram. Said
Saw it.
had to get rid of Laura and get me a Trish, and it's a fucking an infinity. Shout out my man's.
D and thing, man.
Shout out my man's. Now continue what you were saying. Oh
I don't
yeah,
remember what I was saying.
you're talking about Mark Phillips. I know. No, wait, I gotta see this. I'm looking for something. Keep going, please.
No. I'm done talking about
Okay, but
it. Don't
What?
cut me off to shout out randomly and then tell me go.
See, like, I all I'm trying to do is refer back to this Instagram video so I can play it and give it context on the.
We don't need the video.
The video was funny as fuck.
Fuck the video. Clearly you weren't finding shit. Mind you, he'd been scrolling through his phone for a good minute and a half.
I follow
two
a lot of
minutes.
strippers on Instagram lately.
His
Yeah,
shit
they
was
was bad, too.
scrolling and loading.
They post in the morning and at night. They loaded my shit up.
You look
I
lost.
follow a lot of scribbles on Instagram.
For those that don't know, we got Pascal's bitch ass in the background because he
you
said he
already
doesn't.
said it.
Yeah, you did already say it.
Good because
Edit that shit out.
I'm just upset that he came talking about I want the podcast, but now he don't want a podcast.
He started lying earlier, and then he said, "I don't want a podcast anymore."
This is the video.
Want to go to the Timberwolves? When was the last time they even made the playoffs, Kyrie? Paul George is on OKC. CP3 went to the Rockets. And you think you finna do something with Minnesota? Kyrie! And you want to go to the Heat? When the last time the Heat went to the finals? Oh, when I was there! Kyrie!
That's just hilarious.
I can't beat Golden State without you! I need you!
Facts. I'll end it on that one. Facts. Right there.
Definitely facts. That means LeBron's gonna be leaving soon. He might have to.
Bron's been leaving soon, bro. That's why Kyrie's
LeBron's
leaving
a
now.
hoe.
That's why Kyrie's leaving
That's
now.
why all those people
LeBron
that were
needs a good
talking
team.
shit about KD, but saying like they fuck with LeBron. It's like LeBron is.
You guys missed the point. You guys missed the point. The whole point, that reason we call KD a hoe is because he was winning 3-1 to the fucking Warriors and then blew it and then went to him. In the Western, that could have been them in the finals playing LeBron. But they lost, and then he goes to that squad right after. That's what's whole
LeBron's
shit.
a hoe too, though.
How? He did not go. He did not go to the team that he beat.
Okay.
No team that beat him, he went
I've
to.
had this discussion enough.
LeBron will be a hoe if he went to go to state.
If LeBron leaves
If
again,
he went to the Mavericks.
LeBron's a hoe.
It's not the
And I
fact
bet
of just
LeBron will
leaving.
go back to Cleveland.
Like, you guys are only thinking it's just the fact of leaving. No, KD needed to leave. It's the fact that he went to the team that beat him. Like that. Like
he
no
went
team.
to the best team.
The team that also beat him.
The best team.
That's corny as fuck.
Sounds like a good move.
Sounds like a pussy move.
Sounds like a
I
good
think
move.
KD wears pads.
Wins a ring.
What are you gonna do to get a ring? You gonna do everything you can, right?
I
And
mean,
you'd be dumb if you didn't, right?
no, bro. It's not, okay, like how much do we respect the bitches that make it to the top just by sucking and fucking the whole way through?
Nigga,
No,
if they're
because
at
they
the
made it
top,
the slimy way.
Who cares what they did in the past?
But he
if
didn't-
they
he
got
didn't-
there, who
he
cares what they
didn't
did?
do
But they
that.
got there, they got there, and they there.
I mean, he might
didn't
have.
take a shortcut.
He did
still
take a
earned the
shortcut.
ring.
yeah.
He did take a
You
shortcut.
just got it with the best team.
He took a shortcut. He took an express lane. KD took a shortcut.
I mean, that's what you want to call the Warriors. That's cool.
And what do you mean? That's a shortcut. That's exactly what I want to call the Warriors.
Isn't Katie thinking of leaving
Shout
too?
out Fallon.
Katie
Goodbye, Fallon.
thinking of leaving too?
KD is not leaving. I think
KD
KD
is
re-signed.
home.
Yeah, KD's not leaving Golden State.
KD feels like a winner right now. He's been fucking fat white bitches.
He's thinking about. We were just talking about that yesterday. About skinny niggas always fucking with big white bitches.
Hey man,
They love him, bro.
yes, that's what I said.
It's weird.
I said I noticed them fat bitches love the skinny black niggas, bro.
Bro,
Why?
I
don't
swear
understand.
KD be getting fucking with them hoes.
Cause you always see some skinny black nigga with a baby mama, fat baby mama, talking about you need to come take care of your
Little
kids.
Dirk's baby mama.
No,
Yep,
I
prime
never seen it.
example.
I
Pass
never
me
seen
one,
it.
please.
Girl. That's a prime example.
Yeah.
What?
Man, what y'all think about what's that boy's name on the Lakers?
Lonzo. I do
Lonzo?
not
You
want
know
to
who
talk
that
about.
dude's Lonzo Ball.
Yeah.
You know he
What-
said. The Issa album was better than 444.
Yeah, bro. I don't know what the
So
hell.
us coming up in
He's
this
a youngster.
generation,
He doesn't get it yet.
but
He's younger than us.
in this generation, like,
He's
can
like
we
3 years
really
younger.
compare these kind of albums like
No.
that?
No, and I had someone try to compare 2 Chainz. What's that shit he just dropped?
Pretty girls like trap music.
That was
to
slapping.
444 and Damn.
That did pretty good.
What?
Yeah,
You can't compare those.
I had those compared. I had them put in the same ballpark. That's how I was explaining 2 Chainz album.
What? They said like they probably thought
Corey.
they probably wow. I didn't expect that, but at the same time I did. Let me put it like this. I feel like he's more saying that depending on like likability, like how much he likes them, not depending on content or style. That's what I'm assuming. Because those are like Damn and 444 is very comparable. I feel like, and that was the first.
Definitely comparable.
I compared those like within the
Those
first
are the
5
albums
hours.
you
Those
think
are
is
the
better?
albums of the year right now.
So which one do you think? Well, Jay-Z kind of cheated.
How?
What? He got platinum the first week because
I'm not even talking about
Well,
numbers.
no, I'm not-
I know the whole number situation. He did
He
cheat
did
in
numbers
that.
regardless, but we're talking about the album itself.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
So you
just,
think Jay-Z's album was better than Kendrick Lamar's?
I think so.
I'm saying I don't think so. I don't know. They're really close.
I think
mean,
so.
I haven't had enough time to
Kendrick's the new
digest.
school, baby.
I'm low key tired of Damn right now.
No, I still listen to Damn.
Well, it's because it's old.
I think
No.
Kendrick had
But
a more complete album.
No. Oh,
Like
Jay-Z's
a bigger variety of music.
Jay-Z's album was like 48 minutes, and like he didn't waste a bar. And like it's just, bro, it's one of those things that once you just, I can still listen to that like front to back hard. I get
444.
Yeah, 444 is
It
like
just came out though.
I know.
it's way better than Damn.
He's
Not way
he's
better.
been
I'm sorry,
saying
not
this.
way better.
He's been saying this. I don't get it. I think it's way too early to say that, for starters.
It is. It
Bro,
really
I
still
is.
listen to Damn every
You gotta
day,
give it
so.
time. You gotta let it soak for a minute.
Damn.
I don't know.
I mean, because I guarantee when I go see Kendrick,
Oh, he said he's
Oh.
coming with us.
well, I'm gonna try.
You know, yeah, you're recording, nigga. So I mean, you
I'm
can't.
gonna try. You know what I mean? Of course I want to go, but you know, if shit happens, shit happens.
Uh-huh.
I
But-
know I gotta sleep the next day because I'm gonna have work the next day.
Yeah, me too.
Or sleep that night.
Fuck, I forgot. I might. Oh, fuck. I got work the next day too, and I open too.
Man, so are we making the move to Portland to see that solar eclipse?
Why would
What are
we
you
go to
talking
Portland to do it?
Because that's where it's gonna be at, man.
Who
We
goes to Portland
like we're
for
gonna
solar?
we're not
You
gonna
don't get
see
to
that
see
much.
it here?
Nah, because they have a little scale where that's why around that time, traffic is gonna be built up for like hours because people are driving to Portland to see the solar eclipse that hasn't been here since 1979.
When is it?
August 21st? Or
It's
August.
something like that.
Yeah, it's
Sometime
August
in
21st,
August.
I think. It's gonna be lit.
Anyway, hold on.
I'm back.
Everybody give it up to Pascal.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
I don't know why
Alright.
we giving it up for him.
Hey,
Ain't no
he's
special
not gonna be
motherfucker.
spitting no
I am
bullshit
special.
today, guys. So
I'm special. I'm fuck
you got honest Pascal here.
Fuck you.
Get up to the mic if you're gonna talk. If you're gonna come
Yeah,
sit here,
stop
get
being
up to
so
the mic.
soft spoken.
Yeah,
He's good. He's
Big
good.
ass nigga. What
Come
Ain't
on,
nobody
Wax.
being soft spoken.
Come on,
I just had
Wax.
to, let them know.
come on, Wax.
Fuck you.
Hey,
I don't get it.
hey, it's okay. It's okay. So
You got forced into eating pussy at a young age.
that's a brilliant. That's a
He
brilliant
looked like the
alias
type.
reference.
He looked like the type to be traumatized
Here,
by some
look at
shit
you.
like that.
Fucking that smile said it all.
Yo, so basically, let me put it like this. How do you feel about somebody, like, okay, how do you feel about certain people? It's not saying it happens to you, but say you're just on the outside looking in. You know what I mean? It's a trailer to a movie, it's just a situation. And it's a person who has a transmitted disease, and they have unprotected sex with you without telling you, and now you have it. You know what I mean? Or it's to a different person. How do you feel about those people?
I'm beating their ass.
You think that's pretty fucked up, right?
That's fucked up.
Pascal's
What are
being
you
everyone's
asking?
ass. He's not thinking. Yeah,
You're
where are you
asking-
going with this?
What you're asking?
Go ahead and
How
make
do
your
you
point.
feel about transmitting
We
an STD
don't
to
like
somebody?
that.
Of course, I'm
No,
going.
no,
Yeah.
no one likes that. So keep going. That was rhetorical.
Okay,
Keep going.
yeah,
Make
it
your
was
point.
rhetorical.
I
My-
want to know where you're going with it.
Where I'm going is
Grab my attention.
I don't understand how we've let this man Usher slide for the past 7 years.
Yeah, it was like 2000.
Bro, He
2010.
been paying bitches to keep him quiet. What you think?
Wait,
He didn't
Usher
pay
has
enough,
STD?
Bro,
He didn't
has
pay enough for this
herpes.
one.
hey, so basically,
He's got
with
STD.
this dude
Right,
Usher,
just short of AIDS.
yeah, he has herpes.
Just short of age.
And
This nigga crazy.
This
Nah, I want to hear
they're
this. I ain't
affecting
even
pussy
hear
for the
about
rest of
this.
your life, so they're like this far apart.
so Usher has herpes, and basically, he had unprotected sex with this girl since like this happened in 2010, and he settled out by paying her 1.1 million just for her to shut the fuck up.
Ooh.
Nigga, that is nothing for giving a bitch herpes.
My nigga,
Like,
I can't
1.1
fuck
You should have
What?
Charlie
It's
Sheen
not-
those bitches.
Nigga,
Had
some
him sign
bitches,
to
some
fuck.
bitches get it for free. What are you talking about?
Sign to get this dick.
She got
But
1.1
Usher's-
million. Some bitches
Usher's
get
worth-
that shit for free.
Think about it. I think about this. Usher's worth so much money. Now you have a disease that's going to hinder you for the rest of your life, whether you're with
Not all
us
the
or
way
not.
His fault. That's
It
not
is.
all the way his
It
fault.
is.
No,
That's his fault, bro.
It's
He
not.
knew.
Who knows if he told the bitch or not?
He did not. That's the whole point.
But
That's
how
why
did-
she sued
But
him.
how do we know if he already knew or not? How long has he had this? That's the real question.
Bro, he's
I mean,
had this since
if-
2000,
If
2009.
you have herpes, you know you
How
have
do you
herpes.
know?
You have.
I looked it up. I do research.
But okay, hold on. But was this public in 2009?
No, nigga, because he paid for it to be paid for it to be closed. The girl came back out with court documents.
See, now that's fucked up.
Wait,
Yes,
so Usher
'cause
gave him
that
1.1 million.
Yes.
Shut the fuck up. Now she's suing him.
Yes, you want to know? No. She just came out publicly and just told him. Just came out because first she sued him because she said, "Nigga, you gave me fucking herpes and you didn't tell me." And so he paid her out like, "Hey, this is for that, and this is a little on top to keep your mouth closed." And at first, it probably sounded good. Took it. She's been running with it obviously for
She
7
probably
years.
ran through the mill.
Yeah, that's not that much
7
money.
years. This just came up
No,
though. This is a new girl.
A mil, no, don't get me wrong. A mill's a lot of money,
You
but
give
I mean,
me $1 million, I never have to work another day in my life.
oh yeah, but some
Nigga,
people
you
don't know
can
what they're
give
doing
me
with their money.
herpes for $1 million.
Oh wow.
Shit,
Oh.
herpes to
That's-
retire, basically. Like
mean-
that's a tough call.
Imagine all the
I gotta get my
flare-ups.
girl on board.
Imagine all the
Hey, you
flare-ups.
get your girl on board? Do you take the deal? You retire? You could retire
No.
right now.
Nah, I don't know.
I'm cool.
I don't know.
Like I wouldn't do it. Like no, my nigga. Hey, I have enough faith in myself to know that I'll be able to make my own million. Free, nigga. Herpes free, my nigga. Fuck
they
hella
got-
bitches.
Hey Pascal, where do you work right now?
I work at Vector
Where's that?
Investments.
Yeah.
Vector?
Mhm.
Is that a? That sounds like
It's like
a
hold
phone.
on, that's all shit.
A
Like,
what?
I sell shit, but why was that relevant? Where I work right now?
Because I mean,
He's
you're saying you're gonna make a mill. So how are you gonna
But
make?
he
the
is
mill?
in school. We're not
I'm
gonna make it
going
seem
to
like
school,
Pascal's
bro.
a little bummy nigga on the street. He is in school.
and I'm good taking on like
It's just a
classes too.
question.
So I mean,
What's your
the
plan?
progress is there.
What's your
What's
goal?
my plan? My plan is graduate with my associates and my bachelor's.
Mm-hmm. What are you studying?
Business management and accounting, but I'm probably going to change that to computer engineering.
Ooh, my dude, that's smart to get in right now, bro. Technology's coming up.
It's coming up, so I mean, fucking might as well. And by then, like when I do have my degree, you know, they give me a free car, free place to live. All I got to do is work for Chase.
I never looked at your shirt before. I just noticed what the design was on it.
Like
I thought it was all random, nigga. This whole time, I thought it was just all random.
Cricket,
It's all
cricket,
pictures.
cricket,
He's
cricket.
be dipped.
Cricket.
Man, you need to talk to your homeboy at Cricket, bro. He can't be coming up in there like that all the time, bro.
H
Why
down.
hasn't what's his name done something about it, bro?
Give him
Well,
the
he don't.
backstory.
Alright, so
Give him the backstory.
This nigga
basically,
be off the shits, man.
Tay seen it live today. He seen it live. Alright, bro, but that was light.
Was it
Trust
hard
me.
to watch?
No, that's
Bro,
light.
it was hilarious. Like,
That-
this nigga was
trust me,
all over the
that's-
it
place.
wasn't
This
that
nigga was
bad.
trying to fix things that didn't need to be fixed.
Who you niggas talking about?
Bro, it's one of
He
my
was like going
coworkers.
up and fixing like the
He's fixing the
paper
phone
was like
cases.
this. He was like,
He was fixing the phone cases that were already stacked and just restacking them.
Bro, he was off. He wasn't off the H this time. He,
What do you think it was?
the young Methums. The young meth,
That
the
makes
ice,
sense.
that ice baby.
that makes more sense.
That's horrible. But he's a little thick to be on some ice.
Bro, he be fucking with the H way harder. But
Okay.
I could tell he was wired up when he came in because I was
Me
looking in
too.
his eyes.
Yeah.
Why
I'm
you
like,
doing
right when he-
that many drugs in the first place? Like this is.
He's obviously his life
I don't-
ain't
I
right.
don't comprehend
Something.
Yeah, something ain't right. Mind you, he's been stealing from a cash register, like their cash
Bro,
register.
let me tell this
multiple
story.
times.
Let me tell this story actually. So basically, bro, it got to the point where, so at a point in time, my manager, if the nigga was low on cash, he needed to get, and we got paid soon, he would take some cash out, get some lunch, get some clout, do what he had to do. So nigga, I will always tell him, hey bro, I'm about to take 10, 20, da-da-da. I always told him. But there will always become a time where there was always some money missing. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So next thing you know, he said, hey, nobody do it no more. Easy, bro, I got you. Won't do it no more. Didn't do it. But then there will always be times I always caught myself getting into the group chat, talking about, hey, there's something missing. Oh, da-da-da. I didn't do it. Isaac would text, I didn't do it. And then the other girl would text, I didn't do it. And then David's left to just have to put the money back in. You know what I mean? Out of his own
Damn.
pocket. Yeah. And so it got to the point one day, bro. This man, Isaac, I mean, bro, mind you, I wasn't there for the past 2 days or something like that. And then I'm put in a group. No, I was, but it was like the start of my weekend. And then this dude, David, puts me and Isaac in a group chat saying, who the, da-da-da-da-da, this money's missing.
I
Who
remember
did
that.
it? Yeah, and he said, I don't want to hear it wasn't me because that's all I hear. And so when you hear somebody say that, I don't want to hear it wasn't me because that's all I hear, and it really wasn't you,
How else do you want him to respond?
like how else do
And
you...
okay, so the only other thing is you would say like, well, tell him it was him then. He did.
Yeah, that's the only thing you would be able to say. And honestly, mind you,
So he's out of things to say back. He's like, I've already said it's him, and I've already said it's not me. So, like, what other?
Like,
those
literally-
are the only two responses at this point.
he's seen the message himself. Like when he said da 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 da, I said, well, obviously it's Isaac. Those were my exact words.
I think it's hella funny you guys still work together after, bro. That kind of message would have been like,
How is he not fired?
that's like fuck this guy at this point. Like that's like I gave up on
Is he
you.
still working there?
Bro, like me and Isaac just started talking again.
How is he not fired?
Okay.
That's what I need to know.
Bro, because my manager feels bad for him. My manager feels because he got 2 kids. He's 35. His car just broke down. He doesn't want to fire him and then leave him just down and out.
He's
I think he needs to get
35.
his life in
35
check.
or 36.
It was like 20 something.
Like,
Yeah.
my man's need to get his life in order. Like, what the fuck are you doing
Yeah.
35, 36? Like,
Doing,
what's
bro,
up
like
that?
this is the thing. Today was light of like seeing him fucked up. Bro, there will be times you'll see him head nod down, like his phone will be like this, and he's like this, and but you still see his fingers scrolling like this, and his head's just nodding out. Like,
See, that ain't right.
Yeah, that's like you gotta go.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
it. You can't
You gotta
work.
get help. You gotta
Yeah.
get some help.
You need to work on yourself.
mind you, this is in front of the manager, bro. There was one time when the district manager came. I wasn't even there. It was my off day.
These are the people that need rehab.
Like, those
Bro,
are the people.
Rehab ain't for everybody, but rehab's for that person.
You know what? And I'll speak up about this from my own personal thing. When I was in 10th
Wipe
grade,
your eye.
when I was in 10th grade,
Like
I
this, that shit started bugging the hell out of me.
didn't even know what it was. But in 10th grade, I got suspended 3 times and then expelled for having weed on me all the time. with that being said, I got put in outpatient classes, and it had to eventually end up going to rehab
Rehab gang.
for just for weed, mind
If you
you.
ain't been to rehab, you ain't lived enough time. Like you ain't lived.
Preach.
You ain't really lived yet.
Guess
Look.
I haven't really lived yet. Then nor do I want to live.
Yeah.
Pascal, you keeping up with your dumbass antics like, hey, I'm gonna kick a bitch I love. I promise you, you'll end up in some type of like rehab
see,
therapy
you gotta
type
stop
shit.
doing that because both you and I know that's not what I meant to say.
You said it. What do you mean?
I mean, yeah, but you know what I mean.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
it just
then
came
you'll
out wrong.
then you'll kick a bitch you don't love. What you
I
said?
mean,
You said
it just
bull.
came out wrong.
You said bull. So okay, you're
Okay.
kicking a bitch that hits you.
Keep your story
I
going.
mean-
What you talking about? You was talking about rehab, right?
Yeah,
Thank you. So basically,
rehab gang.
they made me go to rehab for weed, and it was only to be able to get back into school. So for me to be able to go back to school, I had to go to rehab for weed, which sounds ridiculous, but nevertheless, you put
I mean, not really.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's a drug.
A lot of kids do it.
Yeah,
No, what I'm saying is like you're taking a kid like I had to go to rehab for
it was a waste of time.
for 21 days. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
nice. My shit was supposed to be 6 months.
yeah, 21
But
days.
your ass went.
Yeah,
your ass
but
left
I
real
mean, but
quick.
it's different. Nigga, I was
My lawyer got
smoking weed.
Luke Bumgardner.
Can we acknowledge that
Attorney
weed
of
is
law.
legal right now?
Hey, you know what?
We can go into a store and buy that, and
It'd
they
still
send
be
me to a
illegal for
rehab
you.
for
It'd
it.
still be illegal for you because you're not 21.
I am 21.
I
So it's just
think-
like alcohol. Like if
Are
you
you
were
talking about back
drinking
then?
hella, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, yeah. I'm talking about back then.
Okay.
What the fuck? Obviously not.
I think these days that it is absolutely outrageous and ridiculous that we should have to piss clean and marijuana be on that piss test for jobs.
I agree. Hold on.
Yeah, no, that's
Actually,
retarded.
let me wrap up my old point. The reason why I was saying that is it's fucked up that they put a kid just for weed that's like fucking 15, 16 to go do all that when you have 36-year-olds off heroin nodding out in front of the fucking district manager. You know what I mean? That is the definition of needing rehab. You need assistance.
Yeah.
But like you were saying today, I fully agree with you 100%. Marijuana is at that point now where if you're going to treat weed on the law standpoint, just like alcohol, I can't walk with the
Yes.
open container. I can't do things like that. If you're going to put it in, if you're going to compare them like that on that standpoint, then yes, I should be able to have a little bit of weed in my piss, like
Why
I
the
should
fuck
have
not?
alcohol.
That shit cures PTSD, ADHD, fucking
Sleep
pain,
apnea.
sleep apnea. Come on now, epilepsy.
Yeah, people that have seizures.
There are more benefits than disadvantages.
Seizures.
People are just
Hey,
dumb.
one of
You
my
can make clothes out the shit. Why do
It's a
we
resource.
why are we not looking at this shit more, bro? I guarantee it won't be like that in 20 years. In 20 years, it's not gonna be like that.
No.
It shouldn't, at least.
No, we should evolve in 20 years.
Hopefully, man. It's
Especially
ridiculous
with
because they're gonna look back at this and like we was fucking stupid for making this shit
Like,
illegal.
It should, like, I had to do a drug. First of all, if jobs really think it's that hard to get past the drug test if you
Yeah, it's
do
crazy.
smoke,
Yes,
It's
pretty-
crazy.
they are retarded. I am fucking 3 for 3 out, 2 for 2.
Give me
3 for
some.
3. Bro,
Give me some.
it's like it's easy. It's clockwork.
Okay, what was your strategy, bro? How did you do
Same
it?
as ours.
Same
Bro.
as ours?
So I filled
No, he
up
puts
a
it in a
little.
water
I put
bottle.
up in a little bottle,
What?
like this big, like basically
Not
like
the condom?
a to go, or a travel size,
Like a little scope
shampoo
bottle. Little scope wash bottle.
Yeah, basically, but different types of bottles every time. But yeah, and so I heat it up on my dashboard, throw it in my sock,
Yep.
and I keep my feet together the whole time I'm sitting to keep the body heat in. I go back, squirt it in, put it back in the sock. Mind you, I tape it and shit. I make sure it's not leaking on
See-
me. I have yet to have any pee leak out thing.
That's
God, don't judge
that's
me.
so
Like,
risky.
don't-
The best way
What?
if you want to pass the drug
Risky?
test. Listen, this is only for the marijuana users. This is not for motherfuckers off the poop and shit. All right, I'm saying this for my brothers who smoke that ganja.
Yeah.
The condom is the best way to go, bro. All you
I'm
gotta.
not trusting a condom.
Why
full of
wouldn't
piss.
you? You
Bro,
you
why
tie
wouldn't
that
you
shit
trust the
up and you
bottle?
put that in your boxers.
The
real-
bottle's way more trustworthy than some that can
Bro,
burst and a pop.
It will.
I could take a
they're
little needle to
durable.
mine.
It's durable. It's latex.
Bro,
How
my
is it
shit-
gonna-
I've had
you
meant
could-
for pumping.
You could
break.
fill that shit
It's
up with
meant
a
for
bit.
pumping.
You could fill that shit up with a water.
How many
and
condoms
you've
have you
seen
broke?
people hit people in the
lot.
face with
How many
condoms,
condoms have you
and it broke.
lot.
None.
I broke a
I've
lot.
broke
Nigga,
none
I've broken a
condoms.
lot.
None.
Like,
And
I'd
I've been
say,
going
like,
to drug classes when I was
7 out of
young.
10.
When I was young, I was going to drug classes. I had to pass the drug test every week, and I was fucking smoking and drinking. I passed that shit every single time. Not one time did I get pissed dropped on me, bro. Telling you, condoms is the way to go, man.
Hey, emptying mine out has got to be easier than emptying out the condom, though. Because it's coming out like, if it was like a balloon, it's coming out just like, you kind of just got to fucking
I mean, all you got to do is untie it. All you got
to
to do is untie it and pour it in the bottle.
Yeah, bro. All I got to do is take my cap off, and it sounds like I'm pissing in the cup the way I just squirt it in.
Yeah, all you got to do is just slowly drip it in there. It sounds like I'm pissing.
You got to get it in a couple fucking, air gets in.
And it keeps body temperature, too. That's another thing about the condoms. When you put it down in your boxers with tight briefs.
How many drug tests
that
have
shit
you
keeps
niggas taken?
body temperature.
Enough.
Nigga, I got a lot of jobs.
Oh, you talking to some thuggers, nigga.
I was like, nigga, I ain't never had
think
none
you
of this.
smoke?
Yeah, you ain't smoke.
You ain't smoke.
I'll give you free smoke.
Okay, nigga, I'll take some free smoke right now.
Free smile. Hey. Excuse me.
Nah, honestly, I would do the condom if I had nothing else. But I've had so much success in the little bottle. It's like,
hey, if it works, don't break it.
Yeah, don't fuck up what's
you
working.
You
if
have your
it's
way,
not
I have
broke,
mine.
don't fix it.
Let me ask you guys something. It's a little random. Next purchase. What is something that personally to you that you want to purchase? Like something you're like, this, I want to purchase it and this will make me happy as hell.
This chain.
That's
I
the
want
next
a chain
one.
next after a car.
The next one?
Yeah, the next thing that you want to cop and just you'll look at it like, I'm really happy I got this.
For me, it would be it would be like 15% stock of Microsoft.
Okay. Okay, yeah,
obtainable.
Yeah. I'm saying like I was along the lines of like I thought something like a gold ring, or it's just like, oh, I want this hockey jersey,
something you
tickets,
deserve
like,
that you feel like you deserve for yourself. Like if you had a lot of money and the first thing you buy and you feel like you deserve.
I'm talking about like next check, like within the next
check.
Realistically, yeah, like within the next.
My next check about to be a lot of money. I put that on everything.
Within my next check is probably going to be spent on penny stocks.
Better than I've been fucking getting.
My next check is probably going to be spent on penny stocks.
In 6 months, my next check.
Stocks, that's good. Penny stocks. I'm trying to invest in some stocks too, man. Invest in your company stock, man. Always invest in your company stock. You'll always get a discount.
I got my 401k with Wells Fargo. I'm gonna transfer it to Columbia.
Should I start my 401k, bro?
Yeah, you can never start too early, bro.
It's like
you should, especially if your work matches it. You should. That's free money.
They're about to match 6%.
Yeah, that's cool. That's what Wells Fargo match, and I think that's what Columbia matches too. Actually.
Man, how do you like being a banker? What did you start out as, like a teller?
Yeah.
And then
now I'm a personal.
So did you just pretty much just like not fuck with Wells Fargo anymore, or were they not like promoting you, or did you let them know before?
No, I didn't. I had late notice, to be fair though too, so it was kind of like whatever. But
did you even ask them to be a personal banker there?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, they all wanted to be a banker.
Okay.
That's what I applied for and interviewed for. So it's not like it was a shock I wanted to be that. But yeah, basically, I just started applying other places, and Columbia Bank was the first place that said, yeah. So I'm just going to get all the experience, and I'm probably going to go to, like, the U.S. Bank, maybe back to Wells Fargo, where they pay, like, 20 up.
What's the next step after that?
And that'll be cool after that. After that, I don't know. That's what I'm stuck on right now. Like, I might get into, like, mortgages. I want to get into loans, but I think I would have to do mortgages, really. That or, like, business loans for, like, a bank.
Do they make you go to school for that shit?
I don't think I have to go to school. I think I go to a class and I have to pass a state test.
Mm-hmm.
If you had your associates, you could have probably did it like in a way that you'd be able to run a whole life for yourself.
I mean, I could do that without my associates.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not done with school. I'm still gonna do school online, but I'm gonna do it simultaneously because there's no point in going all to school. Besides having fun, honestly, like I had hella fun when I went to school. Like Central, I had a good time. Wazoo, I had a good time.
You went to Central?
Yeah, my freshman year.
Oh shit!
Yeah, right off the jump.
You went to like the actual campus?
Yeah, Ellensburg.
Oh, you were in Ellensburg for a minute.
For like 2 quarters.
Ellensburg and all that. Like I've been there a couple times.
It was
like
gay
it's
as
cool.
fuck.
But,
I had a good time though. Like overall, I did my thing out there. But
I mean, they don't have
the
to
school
party.
was nothing compared to like Pullman. Like shit, you go to like mind you, I went to Pullman before I went to Ellensburg. Like because I went and visited Nick and shit, and then I went to school like a month later because they were on semesters. I was on quarters. I got best time of my life in Pullman.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Central. Like I had a good time. I did some things, but nothing nothing compared to what I've done in Pullman. I've done some shit in Pullman.
I mean, Ellensburg is cool, but I mean, to me, like, niggas over there are too wild.
Ellensburg?
Yes.
Too
It's like,
wild.
like from what I saw, like we went there for
They're
like a
white,
party or something.
so I could see what he's talking about.
So I mean, like I went there, like I went there with one of my teammates. For some reason, his dumbass was like decided to wear Eastern Washington football shirt.
That shit,
I don't know
I've
why,
done that
but
shit.
the
I
shit
got
was
pussy
dumb.
when I did it. I wore essential cutoff to Pullman. I got pussy in it. So
Like,
it
this
sounds
shit-
like a good idea.
I
to be
mean,
honest.
hey, it was a football party. You got a bunch of Central Washington football players, Eastern Washington football players.
I was in the frats.
Niggas just started fighting. I was like, well,
I was in the
fuck.
frat saying I was going to transfer to Wazoo, which I did. So it's not a lie. But I was saying, hey, I'm going to transfer
I
here
mean,
because I can't
maybe
be
I was
missing
just at the
out on
wrong
this.
place at the wrong time then.
What do you want to
Maybe.
buy, bro? What do you want to buy?
Yeah, what's your thing?
I forgot all about that. My thing,
I think, like, realistically, mine's Kendrick's ticket, honestly.
I didn't know if I wanted to count that.
Okay, if we're not counting that, then I gotta think more in depth. But that's definitely like something that I'm real serious about.
No,
Like, I
okay,
really
so
want.
2 like confirmed, already set in stone purchases that I have to contribute cash to right when I get paid is the Kendrick tickets because I will not miss this, and the tickets to California,
The nigga said I'm not messing this
Ooh,
with nobody.
Cali, man. Woo.
September 5th through 10th.
See, I want to go with you, but you're going in September, my nigga. Let's.
Hey, you want to
what
you
the
want
fuck?
you want to hear how like bro like you'll understand when I was trying to explain like to Tay how I compare the Mamba mentality to sales. It's just like this,
You said the Mamba?
the Mamba
Oh,
mentality.
okay, cool.
Like this, bro. Okay, so basically, I was kicking it. Tay was, you know how Tay wanted me to leave work early, right?
Yeah.
But he wanted me to leave earlier than what I wanted to. But next, you know, Isaac comes in and says, "Yeah, bro, this might be my last day." I was like, "For what?" Yeah, he goes, "Because my sister, I'm not gonna put his business out." So basically, it's some family shit that he's gonna have to go down to Houston for at least 2 weeks. And he said he didn't know if they'd still fuck with him and let him keep his job.
I
So
don't think he's coming back after.
who knows?
I think that's a prime, like, where he's like, hey, can I take 2 weeks? And David can just be like, no, honestly, we can't afford that.
Mhm.
And then just, yeah.
Because the other girl quit too. So
that's
if,
easy for David, if anything.
I mean, but next
That's
you know,
what
it
David
would-
should be praying for right now.
I know. So next thing you know, David goes to school Monday and Wednesday, so I have to open. Like I always open those days. But since Isaac's gonna be gone, I'll have to open and close those days. And open, like I'm gonna be picking up his shift, and Paola just quit, and so I'm picking up her shifts too. You know what I mean? So with all that being said, I have to open and close tomorrow. So how I did it to him was I called him. I was like, yeah, bro, I'll just open and close Monday and Wednesday. He's like, all right, yep, I was going to ask you about that. I was like, yep, that's all cool. I was like, so since I'm opening and closing Monday, who's working tomorrow? He goes, fuck, well, da-da-da-da-da. I was like, hey, it's cool. I'll just work tomorrow. He was like, all right, yep. I was like, yep, well, since, he was like, yep, you just could pick another extra day off. I was like, yep, instead of doing that, actually, I'm trying to stack because me and my boy are making this trip down in September, so I just want to do that. He was like, oh, yeah, that's cool. I'll take the off days for you. All right, cool, yep. And I was like, since I'm opening and closing tomorrow and I'm about to just do it on Monday, I'm about to just like, is it cool if I just leave today? Yeah, bro, just leave. Just da-da-da-da. Just print the little price tags off and then just leave right after.
That's why I don't understand why you want to leave your job right now, because you got it so easy.
I just want more money.
But I mean,
But
all
these
the
out-
bonuses you're making right now is probably going to add up to about the same pay.
It is.
Because if you're getting another, like, that's like another, like, $250, $3, like, an hour, basically. There's a
know
way to
what's
think
funny?
about it. If you're getting $700, $800 a month off activations and shit, that's literally about, like...
And literally, that means like every act is basically coming to me.
But the better thing is you control it, and you have everything easy as fuck right now. Like, your manager don't trip on you, besides all that bullshit we were talking about earlier, but that's not really on you, that's more on Isaac.
But no, this is how like we really pointed to Isaac right here. He went to go work at a different store, and next thing you know, bro, randomly $260 was missing out of their deposit.
Of the stores?
Of the other store, the one they had Isaac go work. When no other time at that store things gone missing.
They don't have cameras?
It happened at the bank then?
Huh?
It happened on the deposit, so it happened at the bank?
Bro, it happened
I've
before
never
they
seen
went
that
to the
much
bank.
money off before. I've only seen like some dumb shit off.
Before they went to the bank,
like
like
a
the-
dollar or like a single bill missing or something.
Bro, no, before they go to the bank, they check everything like to make sure
yeah.
so they'll look
Okay,
stupid.
okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, that makes sense on why I've never seen that before.
Yeah, so they checked it and it was 200. And mind you, when David was telling me about this, like he was like, "Hey, bro, this sound a little weird to you." That when money was missing, but ever since I had Isaac working at the other store, money stopped going missing from here. And then there was a time money got missing, started going missing over there.
Mind you, this is after he's already said it wasn't me. It was obviously him.
Yeah, mind you. So I'm kind of looking at him like it doesn't really sound weird to me.
It sounds pretty normal. This sounds like expected.
Yeah,
Like,
it sounds expected. And so I hope me and David were talking like, if he did take it, why didn't he just take the whole thing? It was only $300 and something.
well, you
And he
can't take the whole thing.
Yeah, you can't take
You
the whole
took
goddamn
$260
You
though.
take the
If you
whole thing, it's obvious.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
if
you're
you're
definitely
taking
getting fired.
$260 is not obvious
Like,
out of 310.
I mean, obviously not, because he's still working there.
Thank you.
Bro, you know, this
Thank you.
is why.
And that reasoning right there,
Guess
and the
what?
fact he still has his job is exactly what I'm going to
If
say
it's-
by what I say.
Now,
too.
if you took all of it, then yes.
If there's 310,
Then they got to blame it on somebody.
bro, if
They
there's
have
Nah,
to.
they-
No,
like, it was
they already did blame it on somebody. No,
You
they
know,
already.
That's when they get the police involved.
But they haven't really blamed someone if they haven't done anything about
They
it.
blame.
I mean, might as well
listen,
take the whole thing. Then it's like 360, like 210 versus like 306, whatever. Like it's not that different of a variation.
Do you think you'd have your job either way?
I mean, bro, you were taking a
Do you think
risk.
you'd have your job either way?
You
yes
were
or no?
taking a risk.
Bro, nevertheless, if I'm trying to tell you
'Cause
guys
obviously it worked.
how he does still have his note.
It was
this
hella good.
this
That nigga
is
came up $280. What the fuck?
He said, "I'm gonna take an extra commission to his French. I earned it."
Bro, that's a whole skill itself. Just
How was he
finessing.
still not fired? Like, that
I'm
nigga
trying to
needs
tell
get
you,
like-
stupid motherfuckers, but you keep talking.
Not
This is
now.
how this is how this nigga got it, because that store that he was at, he was picking up a shift for an old manager because he quit and another person quit. So there's 2 open spots. They think because the old manager, he still has his key and still knows the code. They thought it was him, that he came in and just stole the shit. So they just thought it was the old manager coming in and stealing shit. So Isaac's just sitting there like, yeah, I think it was him too.
That makes sense.
That's grimy.
I mean, yeah, if there's another culprit in the
Yeah.
investigation, then
If that was the
Yeah.
case, then I would say take the whole thing. But I wouldn't take the
Thank
whole thing
you.
off the jump.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not
like,
taking the whole thing off the jump. If you take, first of all, I wouldn't have taken an odd amount like that. I would have taken words,
I'll
one bill off, like $100 or something, and then you could have just claimed typo.
I would take 20 off. I would just take, 20 thing.
whatever.
You know what I'm saying?
Whatever your bill of choice
Not
is.
that I'd steal from any of my jobs.
yeah, let's make this
Well,
clear.
yeah.
We are not thieves, and we never stole and never will steal from companies in our own damn companies. That's for goddamn sure.
Well,
That's
yeah, I
dumb.
work for a bank, so please don't link me into that. But I'm saying if you were to do it, at least do it right.
Just to clear the air.
Yeah, to clear the air. My tills hasn't been off more than $5 before, so that tells you enough about.
Preach.
That tells you enough about my shit.
Preach, baby, preach.
But if I was
Look at
to
him talking
do it,
Big Daddy numbers.
if I was to do it, I'd get away with it. I promise you. I wouldn't do it unless I was gonna get away
So
with
easy.
it. Yeah.
It's so easy.
Bro, I don't know, like,
He made it
how
hard.
fast are you counting change? Like cents.
Oh, cents kind of slow. You can only count that shit so fast. As fast as you can pick it up and fucking. But we had to count plastic change in my stupid ass training.
That's
And mind you, I got done early, so she was like, "Hey Tyler, can you help me like get everyone basically like signed off for the day?" So they got to balance out, sell their cash, buy in for the next class, the amount they're supposed to start with,
Yeah.
and I got to make sure all the money's there.
Huh.
So she made me go and I had to count like 5 different people's fucking plastic change.
Will they fuck up?
$5 in quarters, $2 in dimes, $1 in nickels, 25 cents in pennies. So it's
That
like
does not sound.
so it's like 25 of each. And this is after we already counted back a whole bunch of money. I had to double count for everybody too. But the money is cool. I'm quick at counting money. Change, no, it takes forever, bro. It's stupid. Change is we should get rid of it.
The
I'm,
reason-
I'm ready to get rid of change.
Yeah, it's ridiculous at this point.
Bro, let's just get rid of it. We don't need everything. So
Maybe we don't even need bills. Why don't we just have cards?
I'm cool with everything going to card. That's the future. That's
That's
the real
the future.
future.
It definitely is the future. You can't say it's not.
It
We're
is
gonna
the
everything
future,
is
but I
gonna
do
be
There's
like
too many
having
old
cash.
school people.
electronic.
I do
There's
like
still
having
too
cash.
many old school people.
It don't matter. They got rid of so much stuff that they thought was gonna last forever. You know what I mean? It's
There's a lot of shit that's old that's still going though, because the system we use at work, bro, it's like from the 80s. The 80s, 90s, I promise you. Columbia Bank's on an old system, bro. It's a real old system.
They have to because those are the best computers that'll last
I think
forever.
they're the safest and
Yeah, and they'll keep your information. You know why change? It's been working for years.
Don't fix what's not.
That's what's crazy about computers. You see these computers that's so old and they still working and people are still buying new computers. It's like you just gotta know how to work around that shit.
Take care of your shit.
Because these companies do, and what the fuck
they're just racking out. They're racking out on people getting a pop up or something like.
These like sometimes, bro, like they be
Ooh, that
getting.
smells like some loud.
It looked like it too. That's some fat nugs in there.
I do
The
not
ugly
smoke weed.
jar.
Oh, beautiful jar. Mason jar. My favorite jar. I brought this.
Oh, your favorite jar?
Is this gonna
Favorite.
fill a blunt?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll fill a blunt probably.
It's dense as shit.
Not really.
Pascal will not be smoking
Trust me,
this
I've been
blunt.
rolling all day.
That's
Very
gonna
dense.
crack. Definitely dense though. Where'd you get this from?
Junior.
Junior?
Yeah.
I was gonna. This looks just like Junior.
Shout out to Junior and
Junior's been getting the
Lawrence.
same weed forever. I
Shout
promise
out
you.
to the best weeds.
Bro, let's not start incriminating niggas on.
It's cool. But, hey, he can edit it out. He knows at least.
What
how
are we
to
talking
figure it
about?
out.
Don't say shout
I mean,
out. Boy.
because
Shout
if
out Junior, but not shout out. Lord.
Dante
not
went
shout out
quiet
Lawrence?
on us.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
You know
forgot.
why?
It's okay. No. So
Dante, the moderator, went quiet on us. That's what we're talking
Yeah.
about right now.
Do you want to
How
tell
that-
me?
got quiet
You're
about
the
what?
self-proclaimed moderator, but you can't even moderate this shit.
Of course
you
I can. I've been.
You started rolling a blunt.
This is my thing. I would.
You look like
this,
you're giving up.
this
Pause
was-
it if you don't care.
This was my mistake by listening to Pascal when I should have been listening to you guys. I'm sorry. Pascal started having me talking about some other shit. But this is the reason why Pascal said, "Do not shout out Lawrence." There's a point in time, mind you, Lawrence. I'm gonna speak all the way real right now, right here. Lawrence does always have better quality on a consistent basis than Junior.
And he'll give
I mean-
you bigger quantity too. For the
Hey,
quality.
not me.
I don't
Junior
know.
usually
Yeah,
give me the best
yeah.
shit.
Junior is more reliable. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I usually get my shit from Junior.
Junior is a lot more reliable, I'll say, than Lawrence. There will be no time that I'll be able to call Junior. I'm outside. He tells me to come through. I'm outside of his house. And then he says, "No, bro, I can't. Where you parked is just a little too sketchy for me, bro. I'm scared. I don't want to do
Junior?
it."
No.
No, that's what Lawrence did.
I was gonna
I've
say,
never
that's
ran
not
into a
Junior.
problem.
That does not even
like
sound like
that.
And that's my point.
We've
That's
had our stories with Lawrence. There was a point in time where I stopped fucking with Lawrence. We're gonna have to edit this whole thing out. There was a point in time where I stopped completely fucking with Lawrence because he was just being so shifty. I couldn't deal with it. Like he couldn't. Whatever he said, he would go do another, and I was like,
That's
nigga, I can't deal with that shit.
That's never happened to me, bro. Like I
Right.
feel like it's the opposite. Like with it, that's me with Junior. Like I've been getting skimped sometimes off of him, and it's like,
That's
and,
fucked.
and then you try to charge me 25 for an eighth of some regular.
Oh, you
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is my thing. Do you just go up to people saying, "How much for this?" Or do you say,
No, I
"Let
say
me
I
get
say
this"?
I say I need
Negotiating
an
your own
eighth,
shit,
and I
though.
already know it's always $20. You know what I mean?
I mean, like that. I mean, $20. That's kind of like that's an expect. You're expecting the homie hookup, the $20. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
25
But
is
that's
pretty
not
normal.
with Junior though. That's what I'm saying. It's not always like that. It's either, hey, no, this it I gotta do 25 and then, like what,
Oh, shit.
nigga?
First of all,
My
I don't
bank only,
understand why
my
people are still
ATM only
selling-
pulls out 20s. I'm not trying to do the extra 5. Come on.
It does sound dumb. That sounds dumb. I mean, Junior's the type to also say like, "Hey, I won't take Cash App."
Yeah.
Oh
I'm just
hell
simply just like, I hate
hell
you.
no. That's
I mean,
federal
he
as
usually
fuck.
plugs me. Usually.
Actually,
I don't know.
you know what? Cash App is actually good because it's not federal. You can actually send money and not get and it could be clean money. You know what I mean? Because when it says what is this for, you can put whatever the fuck it's for, and that's clean money sent into your bank account. It's
Okay.
not dirty money off the streets.
It's clean money, but I think if you're going too hard on it, then you might get flagged. Like if someone's sending you like, you're getting
Thousands.
like amounts regularly.
But we're not talking
like
about that.
thousands.
Junior ain't getting no thousands
yeah,
sent
no.
through Snapchat.
Yeah,
or,
no.
or-
No.
But-
But we're just talking on a like if you're talking about
Snapchat
that's
Yeah.
clean
could
money.
be Fed or Cash App, excuse me, could be federal. But yeah, I agree. I don't think Cash App's federal law, at least for what we're doing.
I mean, I think
It-
they have
it
a
could-
limit though. Don't they have like a limit how much you can send?
Bro, I've sent a lot of
100%.
money on Cash App, especially at casinos. Before.
How
like
much have you-
500
was-
in a night at least.
That's not a lot.
I mean,
Like I'm talking
5
about
at a
thousands.
time.
If you're talking about like sending money for like pounds of weed, you talking about
Yeah,
thousands.
26.
Okay, but this is my thing. So, like, say you spend some cash and it says for dinner, right? And they keep sending it to you. The reason why, like, it would still raise question because, oh, you paid with cash? Well, where'd you get this cash? to pay it with for them to keep.
It was
sending
from
this
my
to-
bank account. It was what I got paid with.
So I mean, I'm saying if that's your only income, just this dirty money that people are sending to you through Cash App.
But
You know
you
what
can you can also always say shit like landscaping and shit. We have hella
Okay.
people come in that just only deposit
Or
cash all the
rent.
time.
Or
And
rent.
some of them are drug dealers. I'm pretty
But nevertheless,
sure.
I'm saying you have to have a job to back up you having this money. Because
Okay, if
But you're not gonna get caught up with that on something like Cash App. No, you're not gonna get flagged or something unless you're like you gotta be
Yeah.
doing something like really illegal, like
Trust
something like blatantly illegal.
yeah, because
Hey,
Cash
what?
App ain't gonna tell the cops. They
Yeah.
like that money. That's more
Exactly.
business.
Especially when they're getting 1% on everything you fast
Oh
deposit.
yeah, they get money off that
Cash
shit,
App ain't
bro.
gonna be fucking reporting you
You
to
guys
the
do
feds.
realize that the IP address on Cash App is untraceable, right?
I bet.
How do you know?
You can't, because I know. Bro,
I mean,
my
all
dad
IP
does computer
address,
shit.
all IP
Like-
addresses are traceable. That's
No,
what an
but
IP
not on
address
Cash
is for.
App. Oh,
Is to be traced.
on the Cash App, in order, I guess the cops can do it. Like if they really have a really hard software. Like,
yeah,
so then
they're
it's
the
trackable.
government, nigga. That's what they're
So then
for.
it's trackable, Pascal.
I mean, it's trackable, which is weird.
Yeah,
like,
it's not
the point
trackable.
is-
The only people who
point
can
is-
track it is the police. What the fuck?
Like,
Duh,
like
nigga.
the point
So
is,
then it's trackable.
the point is,
Retract the
the
statement.
point is, the average person with the average software can't do it.
But the average person isn't who we're worried about. The average person is the cops if
Yes.
we're talking about dirty money.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like if you just do it right, you won't get caught.
That's what we're discussing. Doing it right.
Point blank period.
Pascal,
If you're
don't-
smart,
I'll
don't be
tell
like
you how to
AJ and
do it.
Jared.
if you're
Don't be
smart,
like
you would
AJ and
keep
Jared.
your
How about
money.
AJ and Jared?
I'll
In
tell
the
you
bank.
how. Speaking of AJ and Jared, those are my guys. Tyler knows, Tay knows, Pascal knows. They're all my guys.
Sigh.
Side note, they were a little idiotic, and I'm gonna tell you guys how. So basically, there's a new show that the creators of Game of Thrones is coming out with HBO. The name is Confederate, and the idea of it is if slavery never ended. And
What
it's-
it would look like in modern day.
yeah, in 2017, as if slavery was going on
What
right
is
now.
this called?
It's
Confederate.
called Confederate. Same people who made Game of Thrones are making this show.
All right, I'll be back. I gotta use the bathroom.
Okay, that's fair.
And so-
Well, we kind of need you to weigh in on this. So this is,
Trust me, I will. Okay, somebody's in the bathroom right now, so
Well.
I can. But hold on, this is modern slavery in modern day. So this is like a video, a documentary, or
No,
what?
it's going to be a
It's a
TV
TV
show
show.
on HBO.
It's not out yet.
Just
No.
like the Game of Thrones, but like, well, okay, not just like the Game of Thrones, but like it's a show like the Game of Thrones, but it's gonna be a show.
Who's the director? Is it a black person or a white
It's
person?
white kids. They're the creators of Game of Thrones. They're two
I
white
see where
kids.
We're going with this one now.
I mean, yes, of course, nigga. If it's a black person doing it, then maybe I might. But I don't know how offensive
What's
that's
the
gonna be.
difference?
Thank you.
I don't know how.
I'm not saying it's not.
why would it matter
offensive.
if it's the white person making it and the black person making it?
I'm gonna tell you how.
Hey,
Because
at least I got someone.
I'm gonna tell you
I
how.
got someone to agree
Because
with
this
me,
is my
but
thing.
I'm gonna go off what Justin told me. I'm not going off of what I said anymore.
Okay.
That's a better way to put it.
What I'm saying is, I don't think it's very fitting for a white person to be able to tell me how in 2017, as if slavery was going on today. For one, they can't tell me how it feels to be black
It's a
and
little
non-slavery.
offensive. It's a little offensive how
With-
coming from a white person.
Without slavery being going on right now, they still can't tell me how I feel. So how are you supposed to write a true documented series on how I would like? Because you have to have two perspectives. I'm not doubting their lack of. I'm not doubting their they be able their
That's
skills
a
on
good
being.
point.
Yeah, I'm not doubting their skills on being able to write
Should be
their
two
perspective.
perspectives. It should be
But
two.
you have to show
Yeah,
the black
I'm
people's
sure it would.
perspective.
I mean, you
and
do-
I'm not sure that I can trust that they're going to represent it in the right way.
You do realize that that one of the biggest movies to actually come out that actually depicts African American slavery was actually made by a white person, right?
What show?
Django.
Okay, see,
That-
like,
that-
and this
that-
is
that was
Okay,
actually
so
depicted-
okay,
Come on
fuck
the
the
fuck
directors.
up.
Fuck the
Wait.
directors. Let me look at the
Wait,
producers.
Who made?
Who are the
Who made
producers?
Django? I thought it was Spike. Is that not Spike?
DiCaprio, Leonardo DiCaprio. Like he's
What?
the one that-
Leonardo is an actor, bro.
No,
He's not a producer.
not Leonardo. Hold on, let me look it up real quick.
Yeah, hold on. Okay, you're losing credibility, but let me make my point. Okay,
What's your point?
so this is where I'm coming from.
say
So,
writers.
so you guys are
Creators.
talking about it like on.
Director
I feel like
doesn't mean
more like
shit.
a spiritual level, like
I mean,
black
Quentin
people would
Tarantino.
understand.
Hold on.
Directors does not mean shit. Can you tell me either writers? Put creator.
Well, it is Quentin Tarantino. That's
Can we
who it
let
is.
Tyler talk?
It is Quentin Tarantino. Whatever color he is whoever made that, for sure. So like, you guys are talking about like, I don't know. I think it's more spiritual that you think black people would understand black people better, and that's where you feel like a black person making this would make it more accurate.
Yeah.
But what you're not understanding
White.
is that first of all, it's fictional. So it's made up. It's completely made up. So
I mean,
it's
some parts of it is true.
That is true, but it's coming from real facts.
Yeah,
if they didn't have this from this, it has to be this first, and this is what really happened.
Okay.
So without this, it wouldn't be this. Yes, it's fictional. It's never gonna be that, but you have to understand that they got all this information. They're getting information from shit we went through.
Yes. And okay, I know that. But first, like, okay, so this is where it's gonna come in. It might sound rough, but it's like you guys didn't go through that,
Of course.
and your parents didn't go.
We're
through that.
still going through it. Not slavery, but we're still going through it these
The
days.
repercussions.
You know what I mean?
You can, yeah, but that's a whole other debate.
No, it's not. It's the same thing.
No, because we're not in slavery. We're talking about slavery right now. We're not talking about anything else.
Yeah,
we're
we're
not
not in
talking
slavery.
We're talking about modern day slavery if slavery never ended, not modern day slavery if slavery ended, which it did, which it should have. So these are all we have to base old slavery off of is what's in textbooks, what's in books, what's been told basically. No one has a first-hand account.
Yeah.
So what would a black person have over a white person when all we have is the same information to base it off of?
Okay, this
We all have this. All we have is the information.
This
to
is
base it
why.
off.
This is why. And I see your point, but when you're in a black person's shoes and you're saying, okay, we got a hell of white producers doing this. Where's the black person that's gonna put their input on this? That and their
shows a lack of compassion.
Oh,
You know, because if you're a black person looking at this and there's something like offensive to us because a white person thought that it was okay, that's different. If a black person did,
So then you guys are talking about it on a
It feels
personal
like
level now.
cultural. It feels like
it is
cultural
personal. It's
appropriation.
very personal.
It feels like
That makes
culture
sense. If it's
appropriation.
personal, it's gonna-
Because we're
that-
still going through
you guys
it
are gonna feel like
today.
that regardless.
It's
We're
not
still going
just
through it
for us
today.
though. It's many black people. It's like it feels like cultural appropriation. A white guy writing on a black person's perspective, like
But it's a
That's like-
fictional black
based
person.
on it's. But it's the thing. It's a fictional thing, but it's supposed to. It's meant to be realistic though. Correct. The show is meant
I'm
to
pretty
make.
sure
You know what? This is what
Yeah,
needs
so
to
I
happen.
mean-
This is what needs to happen. You need to click up with the sons and daughters of the great ancestries that have stories that's been passed down, and then you can elaborate off what you think is going to happen in the prediction that would be happening.
Well, honestly, the reason why I really don't fuck with it is because why do you want like obviously there's gonna be like what kind like this is my main thing really though. Are they making this show because they're intentionally trying to bring like black people down
No,
right now?
they're making it
like,
because
what the
it
fuck
catches
is the
my.
point?
It caught my attention. I want to see it.
I
don't
do
know
not.
how.
I will never give this
I
show
want to
any
see.
piece
I
of my
want to see
rating.
what the fuck they think that would be. I want to.
I would watch it. I would
I
at
wanna
least
give it
I
a
would,
chance.
I would watch it to see like how the fuck they did that. Because first of all, it's not something I would ever say like that's a good idea for a show. To me, it sounds pretty fucked up. To me, it sounds like a
I hope
dumb
it doesn't
idea.
air.
I don't even think it'll personally make the air. But I don't have a problem with whoever. I don't care if the person who wrote is black, white, or Asian or Mexican.
I mean,
Because
like,
I think it could be just as factual from any of them.
like this might be because I'm not looking at
But
it from another African
they do need black influence.
But you know what?
in
It
some
could
way,
be.
shape, or
It
form.
could.
I agree
It
with
could
that.
be in different aspects. It probably won't just be African Americans that are being part of slavery. It could be a lot of different cultures. It's probably just talking about if the white man and the white
So
It's
some
if
sick
the
shit to
South
be-
won the Civil War.
Sounds like some sick
Okay,
shit.
so
to be
That's what it
played.
is.
Sounds like some
So
sick
it sounds
shit to be
like
played.
because he looked up a commercial of it. It sounds like there will be a North and South North America.
then that's
Oh.
interesting.
Hold on, so Pascal, let me ask you this. You said, I already know where you were going because you said maybe because you're not thinking of it from an African American perspective. What if you found out there was a white dude from Kansas, right? Just Kansas or Montana, that was making this movie on the ancient culture of Gambia?
I mean,
Well, like, so you wouldn't say like, I already know you, bro. You'd be sitting there like, what the fuck?
But
I
hey,
mean,
the
I
thing
wouldn't,
is,
I
bro,
wouldn't
you
sit there and be
shouldn't-
like, what the fuck? I would actually see if
That's
he,
like when you see a white kid with a
No.
tribal tattoo.
I mean, I would
That's gotta
actually.
be
Yeah.
First of all, that's
It's
dumb.
It's out of pocket.
And
Out of
honestly,
pocket.
what
never
I
do
would
it,
do
but-
personally, and what I think most of my people in my culture would do, they would sit there, look at it, assess the situation, watch the movie, and then try to decide if it actually got it right or wrong. the only time they would actually say what the fuck is if he did not depict it the right way.
That's a good point.
If he did not
You
depict
do
it
have
the right
to
way,
depict it the right
only
way.
time
I'm not watching it.
Like that's the only time where I would sit there and be like, all right, bro, what the fuck?
But
are
it's
you
hard to
doing?
depict we're talking about a fictional
Like,
series,
you
so
feel me?
it's hard to depict fiction the right way because basically all we
it's
have for
not even
fiction is
real,
how
bro.
we
It's
imagine.
Okay, so let me
But
say
in that
this.
case, in that case, if it was a documentary based on their history and he had all the history correct and he's white, what does that matter? You
Like,
see
you
how
feel
that
me?
sounds racist? You're saying
really
just because he's
doesn't.
white,
But it's
he
not-
doesn't get
white
the same
people-
It
degree as a
does.
black
It's not
person.
about the racism. It's about the perspective and what your ancestors and been through and how you personally feel about it.
Okay,
And
so if
like
it's a black guy
the
with no tie
perspective
to
doesn't matter
gambling,
as long
does
as
he
he gets
have
it
more
right.
of
But it has to be a black guy with ties. It has to be a ties.
have
No,
to
wait,
be.
wait.
Yes, it does. That's what makes it a good
Hey,
story.
You're yelling.
Like-
Sorry.
Yeah, this
You don't have to be black to have a black perspective. I personally believe that you don't have to be black to have a black perspective.
Bro, you can't.
So
bro,
so you're saying white people know
Like-
what the fuck we go through when police brutality
I mean,
been
most-
going on for years,
most
nigga?
white people don't. But
You think
but
a
I'm
white
saying
person
there's
can
some
tell
white
me
guy
what
out
the
there
fuck
that
a black person can go through? You telling me a white person can tell me that they can say what the fuck we going through when we get pulled over? You're telling
Most
me,
white
oh,
people-
he shouldn't have reached.
most
That's
white
my
people-
perspective.
like,
That's
you know-
what you're telling me.
Most like that. No, that is not what I'm telling you.
That's exactly what it is.
What I'm telling you is most white people definitely can't do that. But there is some white person
No
over
white
there.
people can.
Like,
Just like
there
I
is
cannot
some
have a
white person
perspective
over
on
there
a
that
white
have it.
person because I've not been a full Caucasian. I do not know what it's like to be white in America. We never will, Pascal.
I mean, just because you have not lived in a person's shoes does not mean that you can't relate to some of their struggles.
You can
Like-
relate
like-
to struggles.
like,
That's
I have
different.
a
That's what I'm
couple.
trying to
I have
get
a
you to
couple
You could be
points
white
to
in
knock
a
down.
trailer park. You still struggling like a black person, but
I mean, you are.
a
But
black person, it's gonna be harder to find a job.
I mean,
A black person, you gonna get 9 times out of 10 shot more than you're a white person.
Hey, hold on.
I think that's based on some shit though, because first of all, you could have a black manager who's hiring you. So would that put the white person at a disadvantage?
How many black managers are there more than white managers?
I don't know.
Not more than white
I've had black
managers.
managers though. I've had black
Okay,
managers.
yeah, there's
I've had
black
white
managers,
I've
bro,
had
but you
Asian
gotta
managers.
talk. This is white America, man.
I'm
This,
not
you're
even,
not.
hey,
You're not
we're not even going here. But I have some points that I do want to knock down of yours. When you guys keep saying that, like if it's all the history and it's the facts, who's more to be writing about it? That's not what this case is. The case is they're writing on the future. They're writing on the present.
But what do
So
they have
if we're
to
talking
base it
about
off of?
bro, they're not okay. But nevertheless, they're basing off. Yeah, that's nothing but just the
The
fucking.
same thing a black
It's
person
just a
could be
structure.
basing it off
It's a
of.
structure, but bro, it's a structure. But it's based on modern day. How can you modernly day tell me how I'm supposed to feel?
Okay, but it's not
They
you.
can't do that. They can't do
It's
that.
modern
he's
day
not
if
telling you how
slavery
you should
ended.
feel.
That's what this fuck, bro. This,
What he is doing, what I think he's gonna do, I think he's just gonna depict the way you're probably gonna feel, but he's not gonna tell you how to feel. There's a difference between depicting how a person feels and then telling a person how to
Pascal,
feel.
That's a good
you're
point.
getting technical, but yeah, you're right, but you're getting technical.
I'm-
Thank you.
We
I'm
know what
really
he
not.
means by
yeah,
it.
I know.
but-
Yeah, it's
But bro, the thing is, how is a black person going to tell you how you're going to feel?
Because-
If it's supposed to be a future where all been in slavery, it never ended.
So
So
what
we
you're
grew
saying
up, slavery's normal, which it didn't. Who's gonna tell? No, there's not even a single person who could tell us accurately.
So what you're
It's not
saying
gonna be a
is-
black person or a white person
So
because
what
it's
you're
all a
saying-
made up story.
So what you're saying is, if it was a black person telling you how to feel, that's acceptable. But if it's a white person,
He
that's
doesn't
wrong.
even say acceptable, but he would say like he would give it like more.
Like
of a,
you would actually give it more of a
entertain it
thought.
more.
no.
if it was a black person.
This is what I'm saying right here. There are certain things that I feel like, as for when the right writers having it, that they're purposely going to try to leave out. When there's,
Yes.
when I'm saying, what I mean by that is, there's certain times when they would rape black women, they would rape certain black men. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They would just do a lot of vile things. I don't think if
gotta
it was a
make
black writer, they're going to expose and they're going to put it in a different light.
They gonna let 'em
Then
out.
then when if
Now
it's
you're,
somebody.
now you're just playing what ifs. You're playing.
That's
on
not.
what
That's
ifs.
my opinion. That's
No,
why I don't like.
You're playing what ifs.
No, I'm
You're
not playing.
saying-
I'm
you're
telling
saying
you
what if
why
they do it like
No,
this.
I'm telling you that's why I
You haven't
don't.
even seen how they've done it though.
But I'm telling you that's why I don't like the idea
You're
of
just
white people
basing
doing
off
it.
of what you've seen before.
No, I'm basing off history books. I'm basing off the content. I'm basing off what we've been taught our whole life. Like the books that we've been taught. If we have like fucking 20 pages out of a 1,000-page book, You know what I mean, about Black history, and they miss so
Yes.
much because they don't want to tell us.
I would just rather.
And based off and to go forward in this world, all you can do to make your next step is think about things that happened in the last 6 that
And
you
first
took.
of all, like-
and in the last 6, and through my life, what I can tell you is it seems like white people skip over a lot,
Like I
a
don't
lot of details.
I personally, I really don't like that statement that you made right there. Like
Which
like,
one?
like 20 pages out of a 1,000-page history about Black people.
No, I said about
Like-
Black history.
About blacks. First, like, don't generalize all Black people together. Like, Black people.
I'm
are
talking
different.
about my Black people, African American.
Okay, that
Okay.
gets to the African American.
Do you realize that you are a
history?
minority in this country? Like, I'm not even talking about.
I am a minority.
Oh, no,
in
no,
this
no,
country.
no. Well, so what I'm telling
I
you right here,
accept that.
no, what I'm saying is there's a big majority of white, a big majority of African American, and a big majority of whatever. When it comes to like the little small ones, like Mexican, Asian, and then African,
Whites aren't majorities.
whites are majorities. What are you talking about?
No, in my world, there are whites not majority.
Yeah, like
No, I'm sorry, not majority. I meant like.
I didn't say whites were minorities. I said they
Yeah,
were a
I'm sorry.
majority.
I meant minority. I
Well, I
thought,
said whites were a majority,
continue.
but nevertheless, I said when Africans being a minority and it's predominantly African American and predominantly white, how do you expect for there to be like a couple sections on what's going on in African history? It doesn't attain to us.
I mean,
there's
doesn't-
no reason
like,
to.
that's the
I'm clarifying
problem.
on why
the statement that you made was like some Black people, like Black history.
Yes, I'm talking
You
about
said-
African American. Sorry,
Okay,
for
so
you,
clarify
African American
with
history.
The African
our
American
history.
Yeah.
Our
Like, your
history here.
And I'm sorry, but this is my thing.
because there's
I
a lot
would
more
think, I'm sorry, I didn't even think I would to clarify that because you would think if black toned is black toned, that it's all the same history. Because if we didn't get dragged here, then
Yes.
nigga,
It would be
nevertheless,
a whole different story.
If it hadn't have been maybe one of my cousins or one of whoever, we wouldn't have been in a situation. We could have been in the same village. Who knows? We all come from the same roots. So it is our history. It's both of ours. My family just happened to be here before yours. We're here now.
That's necessarily your history, but that doesn't make it mine.
It is yours.
Not really.
You're here.
I mean, I am here,
He came.
but I am not African American though. So it is not my history.
So
Bro,
you
you
can't
know
even
the only
speak.
reason- hold on.
You can't even speak on what we're talking about.
No,
then.
time out. He can, but this is. Do you know the reason? The only reason.
Like you're probably right. Like I probably won't be able.
You don't
to,
understand. I don't think you really understand
don't.
what we're
Well,
talking about.
He does
Like,
understand because if he got
some
pulled over,
aspects
he's
of it
gonna
I
feel the
did.
same thing as me. You
Yeah,
see-
that's when he gets pulled over. If he gets pulled over, he doesn't know. He hasn't been through that like us yet. You know?
No,
have.
nigga,
Then
all-
what are you talking?
All I'm gonna say is, do you realize the only difference that's like there's a difference? You're African, and the only difference for us being African American is because we were just born in America.
Yeah.
We're still so you still realize that we're still black. Our blood still flows the same. Our DNA is the same. The only difference is the fact that we were born in America.
Yeah.
So do you realize that the last 3 minutes of what you just said sounds ridiculous?
I mean, it
How
does
you
not
said
sound
now
ridiculous.
it's not the same
because like
history.
here's the difference.
It don't matter where
because
you're
like
from.
his like
when you
like
come
here's
here,
the
you still a
difference.
black nigga.
It's
To
crazy.
everybody
It's
else.
crazy.
It don't matter where you from.
I mean,
bro.
I'm
I
not
don't
even
think
talking
you should
about.
say that. I wouldn't
What?
say that everybody
I'm not even
else.
talking about that. Like what I'm talking about is
Maybe a
Hey,
maybe
hey,
not. I
hey,
wouldn't say a
hey.
majority, but I would say maybe to a percentage of people you're like that.
what I'm talking about
What?
is
What are you talking? Hold on. I'm trying. What are you saying that I shouldn't say?
No, he's
I'm
just
saying.
don't
All I
talk
said.
while someone else is talking is all he was saying.
No, he said something. Don't talk on the podcast. Not on the podcast.
What I was trying to say is a lot of the cross talking when Pascal's talk, it picks all that up.
Yeah.
I was trying to say,
So then it just sounds
whoa,
like
so
nothing.
I
they
thought
didn't
you were
hear.
telling me don't say something that I wasn't like I was trying to like say something in my opinion. You saying don't say that.
No,
I'm
like
sorry.
yes.
I apologize for cross talking.
No,
Keep. What was your point?
I don't remember where I was going.
Oh.
but
Well, okay.
honestly,
What was I was gonna say that it doesn't matter where you're from, Pascal, because when you come in America, you're still black.
I mean, yeah, like I get that and I understand
That's
that
mine.
concept. But the point
One
where I
reason
disagreed with was like, because for the most part, the whole part of this conversation began with Dante not agreeing with the white person telling him about his history and about how he should feel.
I just
Like,
prefer a
that's
black
the
person
concept.
telling
Like,
it, bruh.
Just I mean, I'm not even arguing about that anymore. The point I'm trying to make is because I am African, I do not need a white person telling me about my history. So with this statement about black, Like just like basically generalizing all the black people. Like that's the point I don't agree with.
I didn't generalize all black people.
No, I mean
bro.
like no.
Okay,
you did, but you didn't.
Okay.
Because what you said was here's exactly what you said. You said
I'm
was black
gonna
history.
go. Yeah, that was a very minuscule point out of that main. Like that out of that whole thing that I really meant.
Wasn't.
Okay, it really was. But this is what I'm gonna say right here. When I say black people, I mean for people that was just, and maybe that was a loose term. But what I meant though is, I mean for one, if you were born in America like any other black people that I knew normally kick it with is, if we say black people, we don't think African. We think niggas with brown skin that was just born in America. If you're black, Africans, from what I've seen by talking to you, are the only people that try to separate us.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Like,
we don't
and
try
I'm
to
not the only
separate you.
person that actually feels
We
that.
don't try to separate
White
ourselves
people
from you.
don't see no difference. They don't call us
so-
African. They don't say.
Bro,
they'll
so
say,
let me just put it like this.
Jamaican,
on behalf
it's
of white
black.
people, there
It's
is definitely
black.
a difference.
Yeah, how
at least
come-
for me.
How can we move forward together if you're still separating us? You know what I mean? And that's not a
But
conversation
you
for
guys
here.
are
But I'm just
different though,
asking.
to be fair.
Oh, we are, but
There is-
we should be able to accept the
different,
differences
but we're
and
the
say
same.
we're the same.
But in the same way
we have
you
the
guys
same
can say you're the
culture.
same, we should all be able to say we're the same because
we're
we're all American.
not different. We're
all,
just from different areas.
You know,
I mean,
we should all be able
but
to
here's
say
the
that, not just because you're
difference.
black, just because you're fucking African
But
and
here's
you're
the difference,
African American and I'm American. We should all be able to relate.
I am African. I was just
Which
born in
obviously we
America.
do.
I
I
am
mean-
African,
I mean-
but I was born in America.
That's my Twitter bio.
But here's
Ah.
the big ass difference though that
I'm
most
making it
Africans
as we
would
speak.
agree with. But here's
I'm
the,
African, but I was just born in America.
That's all it is.
Here's
That's what
the-
an African American
bro,
is. That's what being
here's
black
the
in America
difference,
is.
and most Africans would actually agree with me on this, bro. Like just because we look alike does not like
Guys look
Like,
very much different.
it
Sounds
is not
very haterish
like,
to me.
Like we are different. We have different cultures. We think differently. So obviously,
Yes, we were
our
born
way
in
of
different
thinking-
areas.
Our way of thinking, like, it is obviously not going to be the same.
But my culture, my grandfather, my great grandfather was where your place was at, bro.
I
We are
agree.
the same. I was just born here in America.
I agree.
We're not different though. That's what y'all Africans
We
really
are
need to
different.
understand.
We look the same, but we're different. Like that's what most African Americans need to understand.
But it
like we
shouldn't be
look
that
the
way.
same, but we're different.
It
You guys
shouldn't
don't-
be
you
that
guys
way.
don't look
like
the same.
like we are two different cultures. African American and Africans are two different cultures. White people already robbed you guys of that. So I mean, you might as well accept it and move on. Like just because you look like us does not mean you are us. Like we're not.
My
so
heritage is still from
ignorant.
I don't
Africa,
wanna-
bro.
I really feel
Africa's
so
a
My
big
sorry.
ass
heritage
continent.
is from
Hey,
Africa.
I really feel so sorry for you, bro.
Hey,
It's
I mean,
okay.
I'm not
I
the
just
only
want
person that
to. I
actually
want to
feels
end
like
the
that.
last subject we were talking about because we're clearly getting into a whole new
Yeah.
subject. This is just how I feel about it. When you start telling someone, just like when white people from back in the day said black people couldn't vote because they were black, you tell someone that they can't produce a show because they're white.
Great
Not
point.
saying we can't.
To me,
Great point.
That's just where I'm coming from. Where you start telling someone they can't do something because of the color of their skin, I don't care what. I don't.
Okay.
It's not the color. It's not
mind
the
you,
color of
I
the
think
skin. It's
a
their
dumb-
culture and their perspective.
It's a dumb show. I don't think it's a good show. I don't think it's gonna get past it. I don't think it should get past it. I don't think it's something we need, especially right now, because I feel like tensions
Okay,
are high. But
so-
you can't tell someone they can't do something based off of their race.
I'm not saying that
or else
they
we're
can't.
or else we're taking steps back.
Okay.
But even if you don't agree with it, I think that's
I
just
just
as
don't
bad.
think that he's qualified. I
Because
don't
that's
think
just
they're
like
very
saying
qualified.
black people couldn't do something.
No, that's
back in the day. That's how they used to say like black people can't do this, this, and that. And so then black people just could never do this, this, and that until some black person was like, "Hey, I want to do this."
Bro, it's like
We
Tyler.
have to break that ground.
It's like Charlie Sheen trying to make a Tyler Perry movie. He can't do it. He's not. He doesn't know what black people are going through. He doesn't know how to make black people laugh. I think this is a show
But he
trying
could.
to direct towards black people. So if you want our
No,
attention,
It's trying to
I
direct
don't think
towards
it's
white people.
I
What?
don't even know exactly
It's
who
called
this is
Confederate.
directed at.
It's trying to adapt. It's for bro. It's the Trump era. That's what it makes me feel like. It makes me feel like, bro. When I found this out, what it made me think is, like it's telling me like it low key made me feel like the country's telling me how much they don't fuck with me. You know what I mean? That they're making a movie or making a show on what if slavery was still going right now.
How does Trump
it makes
not
me,
fuck with black people?
I'm not saying Trump. I'm saying
You said
I'm
the
just
Trump era, though.
the Trump era. I feel like since
Is
bro,
that what you're
bro,
calling
like-
all the racist white people? 'Cause
I'm gonna have
not
to-
saying
yes,
he
yes.
obviously has
yes,
his
that's
wa-
exactly what he
So
said.
you're just
Yes.
calling-
I'm gonna have to side
but
with
you
that
can't
one.
And I
base that
agree.
off of the Trump.
okay, no, but
That's those people.
No, you're right, but let me just say like this: when Obama was president, you didn't see like you would see a couple houses maybe, and we live in Washington, so anywhere else, You know what I mean? It may sound weird, but in Washington, you'll see like maybe a couple in somebody's garage a Confederate flag. But since Trump has been elected,
They've been rocking that shit like a
on their
gang
cars,
banger.
bro. Like you see, I haven't seen more Confederate flags hanging on people's
Driving.
cars.
Hey, I've honestly not
Driving,
seen
bro.
it, so maybe that. And
Oh,
mind
it's
you,
all
and
It's
over
mind
all
you,
Puyallup.
over. It's all over. Puyallup,
Come on.
Spanaway.
Well,
Nigga,
it hasn't caught on down here.
It's crazy.
Like
Like
I
it,
drive around all the time. I don't see that.
Ridiculous.
I really don't see that.
bro,
shit.
it's
I think
it's
it's
an
disrespectful.
bro, it's crazy. It's like imagine being on the road, you're slapping some music with your nigga, and you just look over, you see a white dude listen to whatever he's listening to with a Confederate flag waving right there in the flag. Like that's obviously clear. Fuck you. You know what I mean?
It's
So now they make a
disrespectful,
show.
but I've been told that the kind of Confederate flag isn't all racist.
Yeah,
That's
and-
what they want you to
yeah,
think.
no, sounds
Of
stupid.
course,
I don't know
of
what it
course.
is.
Why
But
did
what
they
is
do the
Confederate
the
flag
main
was- like, I
reason
never
for
got that.
it? What is the main reason for you showing
that
it?
was the flag of the South. It was the North versus South.
I mean,
South
I
wanted to keep.
got that point. But
That's
like
why.
the Confederate flag.
That's why it's racist because the South wanted
So
to
it's
keep
just because
slavery.
it's the flag of the South.
Because
Just
they wanted to keep slavery. It's what that represents. They want to represent. They want to represent black people are 3/4. Not even like what is it? Like 3/4 of a person.
Is there not a positive way to view it?
No,
'Cause
That's-
they weren't
I had
even
Mr.
considered as humans. They
We
were
had
animals.
We had
no,
Mr.
they
Wright
were
in
below-
our classroom talking about like obviously you don't even because we had some kid in the class or maybe not in the class but he was just talking but we ended up having a kid in the class that used to have that shit on him. That's a whole other story. But he was saying the Confederate flag. He was like, you guys don't even know what it means. Like there's people here that are trying to be racist with it. They don't even know what it means. And he was explaining it to us. I didn't retain it. Like this is 10th grade. But he was saying it's not all racist. So I personally, I don't know.
course.
I view it as something that is obviously kind of derogatory towards black people.
Yes,
I mean, it's
that's
not-
exactly
I don't
what
even
it
know
is.
exactly
I
why,
mean,
so
other
why
than
even-
other than
I
it's
mean,
the flag for the
Why
South.
rep it like a gangbanger? Like
But
you're
you
really
guys also need to
trying to make a
realize-
point.
Yeah, I don't agree with
You know what I mean?
I mean, but you guys also you guys also need to realize that the flag might could it be possible that it might
But if it's offensive to us, why
I mean,
do it?
I mean, is it possible that it might mean differently to like different people?
Hey, but there's hella shit out there where like if how we say fag and shit, we're disrespecting gay people. You know, there's shit where something.
But you know what?
Something
I mean, I'm
normal
not
to
defending
someone
the
is
flag,
gonna
I'm just saying.
disrespect someone else. I don't know. I don't know the. I would need someone to tell me why they fuck with that flag. Because honestly, I don't know the reason.
I mean,
behind
maybe
it.
different people.
I could
I
tell
fuck with
you
the
why.
American
represents
flag.
Different.
Yeah.
You know, I love that
Because it
flag.
represents something different.
Yeah, to me, it represents freedom.
that-
It
but
represents
that-
good shit. You know,
and that's the whole point. It doesn't matter what the technical, what is. And okay, put this. You know what the technical reason why gangs are around was to stick together and stop and to unite themselves
Yes.
against white people.
Yes.
It was meant. It was
they
normal.
kind of screwed themselves.
Of
trying
course,
to-
you would've- and that's
Because
my whole point.
they started putting themselves in jail and shit. You know?
That's a whole
just-
different
but just-
story.
Yeah, but just- no, but
We're
just
talking about what
listen.
started it.
No, but
It had a good foundation.
no, but just
It was a
listen.
good idea. It was.
Poorly executed.
Yeah, we started killing each other instead of the fucking.
Yeah,
What,
like,
what I was
don't know
trying
what happened there.
what I was trying to say is
I'm sorry.
when something has a main intent, that's one thing, but the reality of something is different. The main intent of gangs were to unite and if was for something positive, but we know what the reality of it is. The main intent of the Confederate flag may not have been completely racist, but we know what the reality of it is.
We know what the
can't
purpose
can't
was
always
for.
live in the what ifs.
Okay, yeah.
That
We
shit
have
is
to live
played-
in-
that, that
So when
flag
you
is
see it,
old
you
and
think
played
someone
out.
racist,
Like
right? That's
from an
usually what
African
you
American
think.
point of view, like if you see,
And
if you
that's
see the
what I think,
Confederate
too.
flag, I just
You
like
know what I mean? Like that's like that. Like so. Like I like honestly. Like I'm tired of like honestly. I feel like we always gave people passes when they always said things like, "What is not what it means." You know,
Yeah,
that
man,
it
fuck
does. Like
that.
no,
You know
that's not-
exactly what it means.
Okay, it's like fuck what it means. How are you using it? You know what I mean? That's how we should. That like you know what I mean? That's
See,
how we
that's
should
when
address
it's
things.
that's when it's like if someone has a real reason they're using it and it's not for anything racist. You know, I don't know if there's a reason like that. I really
don't believe there is one.
Yeah,
So
maybe
I
there
have a
is, though.
question
For
for
the
both
for the
of
sake
you.
of the argument, maybe there is. You know, it's kind of hard to tell that person like don't fly that flag if they have a real legitimate reason. But other than like, hey, you know, that's just disrespectful to us. It reminds us of what happened. You know, but
like I have
Pascal
a question
got
for the
something
both
to
of you.
say.
From your perspective, because I don't understand it, but from your perspective, how does seeing the Confederate flag
Come
make
closer.
you? Like from you guys'
Yeah, you
perspective.
should talk into the mic.
How does you like when you see the Confederate flag? Like, why does it bring you so much joy? If you could actually elaborate on that, and how do you feel about that?
Okay, who's going first?
I'll go. The reason why I don't fuck with it is because I'm not walking around like. Nevertheless, it's not like we're just going around with the big shirt that says "fuck white people." I see that. That just says "fuck white people."
Is that Rachel?
Yeah, but it feels like that's what that flag's saying to us. You know what I mean? It's a clear. It's a big middle finger when you see it. It's like when you see it, they're looking at you like, yeah, you know how I'm rocking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I appreciate that a little bit more now. I know just not to fuck with you. You know what I mean? At least tell me so now I know. You know what I mean? Don't smile in my face and call me a nigga right behind my back. You know what I mean? But
that's how it is, and that's how we just have to accept it. And now when I look at it, just like Dante said, it's just a big FU to the face, pretty much. You already know how we feel about it. It's been all over the news, this and that. Like, why even do it? Why even do it? Yes, if you believe in that, you can believe in that. But why you gotta like offend everybody around you to get your point across?
Put it on your car.
You know
what I mean? Like
I ain't seen one motherfucking. I don't know, man. I mean, I guess I can't talk because us black people, their way of doing it is a bandana or a color. You know, it's stupid. I'm not saying that white people are the only people do it. Everybody does it.
Hey, you
know,
classify them as the same though. You classify like being a blood and crip the same as being like someone that has a Confederate flag?
Absolutely.
Come on.
Absolutely.
I do too. I
what
view
the
them as
fuck
the
are
same.
y'all fighting for?
Yeah.
What are you?
I agree.
What?
I mean,
I agree, bro.
But on
the
the
whole
put 'em all as the
intention,
same.
the whole way they're using it's completely different.
Okay, so if you're a gang member, right?
That's what I'm
Look,
saying.
hold on.
That's
Hold on.
hate
Let
of
me say
some
this.
kind.
Let me say this, Dante. If you're a gang member, right? You grew up learning the whole gang mentality. You grew up a blood, right? And you see a Crip member, right? Having a Crip flag on his fucking car rolling through. What the fuck you gonna think? That's a fuck you to all the bloods, nigga.
That's what you're saying.
That's a fuck you to all the bloods. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's in the same category. None of it's right, but why do it?
I mean,
Why do it?
I have always known that most African Americans
'Cause you're trying to
fuck with the
offend somebody.
Confederate flag, but I never understood why. Like, so I'm actually glad that you guys elaborated on that. Now, with that, like, again, like, just let me elaborate on the fact that you guys know that I'm African, so I don't know like most of the African American history. Even though I took a history class, but I was asleep for half of that shit, so I'm not friendly. So like
I
while
still don't know all their damn history.
like while I was at Eastern, I did hang out with a dude with a Confederate flag on his truck. Like, dude, I mean, like to me, he just seemed cool. Like he was chill. Like he offered to smoke me out. I was like, yeah,
How many
cool.
times did he call you a monkey?
He never called me a monkey.
All right, see, this is where
I mean,
this is where I would have to come in. If I'm kicking it with somebody and I see a Confederate flag, I'm gonna have to be like, "Yo, what's up? What's up with that? What's up with that?"
But
I'm
I
not
didn't
kicking
know.
it with them. That's not someone.
But if
But
you're
I
kicking it
didn't
with them
know.
and then you find out, like you walk into this nigga's room and you see just Confederate flags
I mean,
everywhere, but he's cool with
he
you,
did
I'm
have
gonna
a-
ask, "What's up?"
I mean, he did have
You
a
know,
Confederate flag.
And that's where
like,
it comes back to where like
It is
where I
doing-
asked if you put the gangs in the same thing. Just like if I was hanging out with someone that was banging Crip or banging Blood hella hard,
And he was
I
fucking
would
with you.
fuck with them just as hard as I fuck with the person with the Confederate flag, which
mean-
is not at all.
Because it means that just says danger.
Yeah, it just says they're
it's hate.
Yeah,
it has
it's
hate written all over
It's
it.
bad.
Alright, so
They're
back to the
bad.
story.
That's
This
not something you
dude,
wanna
he
do
did have a
around.
Confederate flag in his room. But I mean, he's always been cool with me. He never called me a monkey. We never had any beef. Like we kicked it like damn near every Saturday, just smoke and chill and laugh. So I mean, like to him, it might mean differently. But just like if I could actually see it from you guys' perspective, I'd probably be like, no, I don't fuck with you and blah blah blah. But I'm actually glad that I didn't actually see it from you guys' perspective, because he actually helped me out a lot when I needed him. Like, not necessarily saying that just because he had the Confederate flag he was bad. Like, I'm actually glad I didn't have that perspective. So
You know what
so, like,
does? I'll second that, because you know what does hinder. I won't speak for everybody else, but for myself, like a mentality that I was taught since a young bull was. I remember a phrase my family will always say is, "What's one N word a white person would never call you? Would never call you to your face, behind your
A
back.
nigger.
No, that's not it. They'll never call you neighbor. They will never call you neighbor. They'll call. That's the first thing they'll call you. Actually,
To your face?
bro, they're your face behind your back.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see
Yes.
what you're saying. Yeah.
I'm saying like
I
that.
mean, you at least realize that's not true, though, right?
I don't know, bro. But that's why I feel different on a lot of things. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? Like,
See, that's just a
I mean,
bad
I wish
way
a
of bringing
motherfucker
someone
would.
up, bro.
I mean, how about
I had a lot of
That's
people
a
call me
bad-
neighbor more than nigger. That's for
You
sure.
come up with that
I
kind
mean,
of
he's-
mindset. How are you gonna think anything other than everybody's?
I'm pretty
everyone's
open-minded.
against
But,
you.
No.
no, I'm pretty
You're
open. I'm pretty open-minded. But the point of what I'm saying is, from somebody that's been brought up with that type of mentality, when you bring up to me somebody like writing on a white person writing on a black person perspective, of course it's gonna raise flags all in my head when you hear like how I was brought up. That's not the first type of little phrase or little different little hints that they said, things like that, bro. In my senior year, I was initially going to take a white girl to prom. My mom said she wasn't going to buy the prom pictures, so I had to take a Mexican.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
See, that's kind of wrong.
Like,
too.
I don't
That's
understand
wrong.
that. Like, what's
That's
the
wrong as
problem?
hell.
And
Bro.
that's not just you. It's my mom too. My mom does not like when you fuck with like white bitches.
Bro,
Like,
there's
I
a-
don't under,
bro,
I don't,
like,
I don't understand.
I have
it.
such a problem with this.
I don't
too.
get
I could
it.
see
literally-
though. I
I've
could
already-
see
I've
why.
dealt with this
It's-
first person.
this is
My
not the
mom
first-
does not want me to.
not the
I
first
don't.
time I
I'm
heard
like,
this.
Mom, you're
Bro,
African. Like, you're
I'm
not
gonna
even
be
African
completely
American.
honest with you. From the time I was in, like, I'll even say either first or second grade, I was always told white girls are dirty. They'll say you raped them, and they don't really love you.
What happened when you started dating Katie?
Bro, there's a reason she never came to my house.
You guys were dating for years,
Bro,
and she never met your mom.
That's so.
She
fucked
met my
up.
mom maybe once.
You know what, bro? And I feel
Bro,
bad.
and
I'm
I
sorry.
view that as a form of racism.
I'm
it's
sorry.
A
Me
form of,
too.
it's a
It
form of
is.
racism.
You shouldn't have to went through that, bro. when
It's
you was
actually
young, bro.
it's racist.
I mean, I'm not saying
I'm-
like
I'm
it
just
was.
gonna come
I'm
out
not
and say
saying.
it's
I'm not
racist.
saying it like it was a detrimental thing to my
No,
life.
but you still shouldn't have had that mentality though.
That's gonna fuck you up from the jump.
So, like,
That kinda-
based on
like,
that-
kind of outside interference on.
All right, based
at
on
a
that,
young
I have a
age.
question for you and D-Mac. Because I'm gonna need you niggas to educate me on this shit, like so on some of this shit. Because I am totally like when it comes to African American culture and some of the shit that they view, like I'm totally clueless. Like you know this because we've had arguments on it,
So what's your
and I still
question,
can't wrap my
bro?
head around it. So here's my problem: what is the problem with like African American women and white girls? Because
go
while
first?
while I'm at Eastern, like I be walking around with like a white girl, like the black girls, they be looking at me like I'm making the worst mistake of my life. I'm like, I don't even know you.
Okay.
Like why?
This is why. Because, okay, for one, it goes back to a lot of different things. When they say every different race always supports within their own, blacks are the ones that always don't. Because for years, they're always told that they're dumb and they can't do things right. So when they feel things being done right, they always look towards white people, right? So that's just like this. Say, there's a white-owned McDonald's, black-owned Wendy's, and an Asian-owned Panda Express. The white people are all going to go to the McDonald's. You know what I mean? They're going to support within their own. Maybe
Is that really what you think?
swear to God, I'd say 25%, 35% black people will go into the
You're
black-owned
talking
thing.
stats. You gotta back that up.
I'm talking
he's talking opinion.
I'm talking
He's
opinion.
talking-
No, he's talking stats. He said 25-30%.
But he's
Oh,
basing
my
it off
opinion.
his
in his opinion.
Yeah, this is a whole made-up scenario, so
But
it's all in his opinion.
But just let him finish
Yeah.
because I really need help grasping this because I be having dumbass arguments with most African
Okay, I
Americans.
got you. So probably I'd probably say 35% of the black people will probably go to that business because it's black owned. I'd say 25% will not because it's black owned, and I'll give some context on that in a second. And the rest don't think about it. You know what I mean? The Asians are going to go to that Panda Express because it's Asian owned. Every other culture supports within their own. Why do you have Apple Music and not Tidal? It's the same thing. It's the same app. It costs the same
you have
amount
it
of
because
money.
of race?
No, when I'm no. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it, bro. Okay, it's just like okay.
Well, that's what it sounded like you were basing that off of, just because it was all from within their own. You were saying.
Oh, I'm
that
gonna
the
tell you
people-
this.
the white
Instead of
people
buying
are going
Tidal,
to McDonald's.
instead of buying
Just let
Apple
him
Music,
finish.
instead of buying Apple Music next time, I will buy Tidal because it's black owned. You know what I mean? Like that's what I will do.
But you're not doing it right
My,
now.
my thing is,
Okay,
I have
Pascal,
Tidal.
Pascal, to
You didn't
answer
let
your
me
question.
finish my point.
Go
You didn't let
ahead.
me finish my point.
Go ahead, finish.
Nevertheless, what I'm saying is that's why they look at you upset. They always feel like black men are being stole by white women. You know what I mean? They always feel like they're not supporting within their own culture. You know what I mean? They feel like they're always too busy branching out. That's when they feel like they made it.
That's a
when
good
they got
point.
somebody without
Okay.
their culture, and that's why it upsets them.
You said that.
I'm not
You
a
said
part of
that.
their culture, though.
That example was really bad, but you said that
Like,
you
I did
ended
not-
it up in a good
like,
way.
It was a
I mean,
terrible example.
But look,
Was
but
it
look,
terrible?
I
Pascal.
understand what you're saying, but
I
don't
apologize.
grasp the
I thought it was a
concept.
pretty good one.
I saw where you were going.
Pascal,
You saw what I meant,
Pascal,
though?
bro,
I didn't-
to
I
answer
didn't
your
agree
question,
with this, bro.
what Dante said at the end is because when a black person sees a nice looking black man that has money with a white woman, that's a disgrace to them. They're like, oh, this nigga's pathetic. He can't even.
It's why am I not good enough? To
Yeah.
Why does
He
think
doesn't.
I'm not good
He
enough?
doesn't even like his own race. He's pathetic. This is what's the problem with black men these days. Da 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 da.
That
They
comes-
they attack every black man that goes after white women because they think because black women are so strong. They have this really strong opinion about
Everything.
every fucking thing, dog. I
Literally-
promise.
literally
I promise,
everything.
bro. Trust me. Black women be giving me the stares too when I be walking around with my female. You know, but they think it's not gonna be like that for much longer. You know, because black
It
women
shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be. Black women should
should be so far past
it should
this.
it should be who you love, man. When it comes to love, there is no race. Now, when it comes to economics, when it comes to politics, there's always gonna be race in this fucking country. You know what I mean? It's not gonna change, but
That part I understand.
black women, they're really strong about their opinions. They don't like when they see black men not with a black woman,
I mean,
bro.
like, I still like, I really still don't get it. I mean, I do get the concept. I mean, like, not get the concept. Like, I understand exactly what you're talking about, but I can't grasp the concept. Like, I can't feel the same way you feel about it, or the same way they feel about it.
I mean,
like
how
to
would
me,
how would your mom feel if you brought home a white woman, bro?
Oh,
how
she
would
would
you
kill me.
Exactly.
But I don't know why though. She's not African
Okay,
American.
you're retarded if you don't see why, bro.
I know,
She
I
wants you
know,
to
I
keep
know.
it within the
Bro,
race.
Culture.
Because
That's all it is.
Pascal-
Keep it
She
within
wants
your
you to-
culture.
I mean,
You know what you're-
That's
I'm
old
saying?
school thinking, man.
know
I
what
mean,
you're-
but then
yeah.
again, my mom
Keep
grew
it
up in
going.
America. She
Bro,
grew up in America, so I
what
mean,
does that
maybe
mean?
that's why she has that
That don't mean
concept.
shit.
But
It's
but
because she lived in Africa.
Bro,
Your
check
mom
it
has
out.
that
Bro,
mindset.
stop.
And
Hold on.
cut-
First, I'm
and
just
cut your
take
mom
this.
is black,
Stop.
that mindset
Stop
still.
separating being African and African American.
Yeah, bro.
It
different
really,
things,
bro.
bro.
It hurts. It
Welcome
really
to
hurts when you
America.
say stupid shit
Welcome
like
to
that.
America.
I mean,
Bro,
bro,
that's crazy. That's really
like,
crazy.
I'm
Bro,
I
I'm
am
just
not
saying
doing
this.
it to hurt you.
I know,
but
I'm just-
it is what it is.
I'm just going to say this one thing. Say we didn't say one thing. They couldn't hear our voices. They couldn't hear our accents. We were all standing in line, just all standing there. They'll ask you, do they look African American, African, or do all three of them look black? All they'll say, oh, they just look black.
They're black.
There's three black kids.
Like, that's a generalization, bro. Like,
Because
that's not-
we-
That's what they do.
That's the
what's
fucking
been going
point.
on for
He's
years
saying you're
and
generalizing
centuries.
all
Like,
white
you-
people. Like white people couldn't tell the difference between
Like,
African
white
and
people
No,
can't
what I'm saying is at the, like
They don't
at the-
need to.
What I'm saying is
This
when
is
they
their
look at us,
country.
when they talk to us, nigga, like they're not gonna
You
decipher.
think everybody thinks like that?
Like,
No.
I don't,
Bro,
that-
we're not.
No.
Okay,
It doesn't
but
matter
see,
if
that's
everybody
where
thinks like that. This is
you're
what
talking
they
as if
think.
the majority think
That's
I
that.
do
what
think
it's
that.
been.
When I'm
That's what it
talking-
I do
is.
think
I'm
the
half of the
majority.
majority.
I
But,
do think the majority thinks like
okay,
that.
well that's
That's
your
my
that's
personal
your
opinion.
opinion.
Yeah.
But I
I
mean, like-
can't speak on
but
behalf
I mean,
of
like,
It's not an
Here's-
opinion. It's
here's
what
why I
it
feel-
is.
We
That's
can't say
what.
that.
That's the facts. You're
definitely
telling
can't
me.
say that.
You're
Yeah,
telling
you
me
can't say that.
we haven't been generalized as black our whole lives.
Oh, no.
You think when
Yes,
a
as
person
black,
look
yeah.
at us, you think, oh, he's African American. No, they say that's a black nigga. He's black. When I look at you, I don't say, oh, he's Swedish.
He's Caucasian.
He's white. He's fucking white.
He says Swedish.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
hear
care
you.
where the fuck you from, nigga.
I mean,
you're
bro-
white in America. We're black in America. It doesn't
Here's
matter
why
where you're from,
like,
nigga. It's where you're
Here's
at.
where your opinion falls off, my nigga. Like, here's exactly
It's not where you're
here's
from, it's
exactly
where you're
where
at.
your opinion falls off. Like, being African is a lot more than just skin color. Like just because you and I look alike, it does not mean that we think alike. It does not mean we have the same culture. Yes, your culture was robbed from you. Yes, you were taken away from your home.
Yours was
And-
too. You're in America, bro.
I mean,
He moved
how was
here.
my
and
culture
said,
robbed
it was
from
a
me?
choice for his family to come here. They chose to
Like,
move here.
he
didn't-
chose to move here.
He wasn't born here like
Like,
how we were.
I wasn't born here, nigga. I wasn't raised here. Like, I don't
So you
grasp
don't
the
you don't
concept.
think none of your ancestors went through slavery?
I mean, I don't know if one of my ancestors went through slavery.
I'm guaranteed they probably did, bro.
I was gonna
It's
say
not a
there's
matter
a
of
good
me
chance
thinking,
one of your
I don't
ancestors.
know.
Nigga, not just my, not
It
just.
wasn't. It wouldn't
It wasn't
surprise
right
me.
from
if it
me
did.
and him. It was right from you too.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if it
that's
did,
when
but I don't know.
That's when it goes back to what I was saying. If you know our DNA's the same, our blood flows the same, we are the same. We are the same. Everything. The only difference between being African and African American is the fact that I was just born in America. That's what that goes down to. Just because my ancestors happen to be grabbed out of that one bunch. And
Yeah,
yours,
that's
man,
not the only
and
difference.
You
yours,
can't
man,
just say I didn't go through that, so I don't care.
No, I mean,
you
like,
know,
but that's
you
not
gotta
the only
really
difference,
understand
though.
it. You should really want to understand
That
it.
is
You
not
should-
the only
Can you
difference.
please like elaborate
The
a
other
little bit
difference
more?
is that, like, maybe I'm not explaining it right, but let me try. The other difference is, like, as an African, I know where I'm from. I know what part of Africa I'm from. I know my history. That is not necessarily your fault. That was taken from you. I'm not saying it's your fault because
But
it's
it's the
not.
same-
The-
but
yeah,
he
people
knows-
are
he-
listening to
he
that.
knows where he-
I
I mean,
know where.
I see what he's saying.
Like,
He
I know
knows
where
his
I'm
culture.
from. I know my culture.
He knows.
I know my traditions. Like, I have the same feelings as, like, the concept that I have right now. I promise you, most Africans have the same concept of it with me. Just like most African Americans have the same concept that you have. Being African is a lot more than just skin color. Because I promise you, bro, like, if it were to go to Gambia or any country in Africa, like they would look at me and go, "This is the only African in the group." Nigga, you don't look African. No,
Bro,
neither do you.
You wanna know why? Because I'm not
Like,
all the way.
I'm not-
You
I'm
know
not
the
100%.
difference. You know.
First of all, they
Exactly.
don't look
It don't
at
matter if
because
you're
they're not
100%
African.
though.
Yeah, you want, but do you know what the difference between
African
Africans and
American.
African Americans is, bro? Because for one, we don't gotta know that. We'll just see. You like you said, you know where you're from. You know your history. I know where I'm from. I know my history. I know everything about me, and I love it. And he knows his, and he appreciates it.
But
But
no,
you
wait.
know the difference. I know mine. He knows his. You know yours. But we all see each other. Him and I will love and accept each other, and both try to love and accept you. But when
No.
but then
That
what do
is
you
a
mean,
lie.
no? What are you
What?
talking about?
That you first of
Nigga,
all,
when
you
I
will
see
not
you,
both try to
if I
accept
first
it.
saw
No, I
you,
mean, like,
I
not
wouldn't
just
say
you.
he's an African nigga. He's black just like me.
No,
I
I'm
was
like,
saying- I was saying, okay,
because
say-
when you said,
But I'm gonna put it like
just
this.
pause. Like,
no,
like,
wait. No,
right,
what I
go
mean,
ahead.
what I mean by that is, say, is me, Tay, and you. We all walk in at different times. You all good, bro? Yeah. We all walk in at different times, all into a classroom. There's nothing but white kids. We're the only black ones. Me and him, we'll walk in and we'll be like, "Oh shit, another nigga. You cool? Another black person. Yep, that's my nigga. Yep, we're in here together." It seems by the way you're putting it that you walk in, you'll say, "Oh, some African Americans." I don't even know.
What do you put on a job application?
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the way it feels like you're putting it. It's like, do you see the difference in that? We're like, oh, cool. We adapt. We're the same. I fuck with
Look,
you. But
I
you're
mean,
like,
this is the
we're not the
difference,
same.
though.
When
Bro,
you put
like-
on a job application, bro, what do you put? What are the options on a
of
job
course, you have
application?
African American and black, but fuck it, like that's not even the point I'm trying to make. The
Wait,
point I'm
those are
trying to
actually
make
the
is
options on there?
the point I'm trying to
Yeah,
African American
Choose between
/ black.
No, it's black / African
I
American.
know why?
thought
Because-
those were two different
No,
options.
you want to know
I was
why?
like,
Because some
wow.
people choose, they find that offensive. Like if somebody was just like, you know how we're just talking, have a casual conversation, they'll say, and then African Americans, like it makes them feel like it's not authentic. Like it actually bothers people. It's like, nigga, I'm black.
But
Say
you
I'm
are
black.
African American though.
I don't
That's
like. I
that.
think they trying to cover up something when they say African American.
That's why they put / black.
Alright.
And it's
I don't
also
say
for the people. And
Caucasian
it's
when I
also
say
for the
white.
people like my man Pascal that don't want to identify himself
I
with
really
us
don't.
African Americans. But do you
But I
not
mean,
see
like,
how that's
this-
wrong though?
No,
you
I
feel
don't.
me?
Yeah,
I don't
okay,
feel like-
Pascal. Hold on, I've heard enough from you today.
Alright,
haven't
so
really
No,
talked
I'm
about
basically
you,
don't wanna
you,
feel
you,
like
you got
this.
some good questions, bro.
Like, I'm-
You have good questions,
we're
but
really
you're
trying
just-
to just help you understand. You know what I
You're
mean?
not really trying
like
to
you really need to
understand, though.
understand this culture and really understand what the fuck we're going through.
I
Because
feel
it's
like
not
we
just
need-
us, nigga. You're gonna go through it too one day, and you're gonna realize what we're talking about. It's
I
not
mean-
easy for a black person in America.
I
It's going to
understand what
be
you're
later
talking
in the
about,
years.
but I can't grasp the concept of it. Like
I
it's
don't
the
know
concept of
how.
it that's actually
You wanna know
bothering
why?
me.
This is I can tell you why you don't grasp because you weren't. Okay, let me put it like this: you weren't trained
Talking
to.
to them, right?
No, it's cool. The mic picks up from a good amount.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
look how small this shit is.
it's all good.
It's not picking up your voice very well.
You weren't trained or you weren't taught
Yes,
the different
that's a good
things
point.
to look out for. So when it happens, if
You
you're
are oblivious to
yeah,
shit.
if it doesn't happen, it's like it's just Even
That's
when
in all
it's just all in your face, like it
That's-
doesn't, because
that's
you
what
don't
can't
know.
understand. Bro, like
Hold on,
I
I'm sorry.
almost,
Let me
I
tell you
almost
a
think
story
Pascal
to make
has
you
a better
understand.
mindset to have though, as far as like getting through
That
racial
mindset
shit.
is ignorance and bliss.
No,
like,
bro,
that's,
it
that's
is not
ignorance and bliss.
That's
check
true.
it out. Check it out. Like here's
You
my
can't
point
get caught
exactly.
up. You can't get caught up in if people are looking at you like racistly. I don't even know if that's a word,
Like,
but for the sake
I know
of
what you're
it,
saying.
Racistly, if you get caught up in that, then that's gonna start changing you. But
It
the
starts
thing
causing
is,
paranoia.
Yeah, and paranoia, you'll start thinking everyone's thinking that,
Here's-
and
I-
that's
Let me add
unhealthy.
one
Go ahead.
statement, one quick statement
that's
before I go.
That's so unhealthy to think, though.
Tyler,
'cause
there was a point
that's
in time
holding
when that
yourself
actually
back.
started happening to me. Do you remember when I swear I told you? I said, bro, I don't know how I'm dating a white girl. A white kid's one of my best friends, and I still feel like I swear I told you. I said,
No, you
I
did.
swear I don't know if I like white people.
Yeah.
And he said, what the fuck do you mean? I said, bro, I said I don't know if I like white people, bro. That was when I felt like there was a point in time I feel like everything was closing in on me. I feel like everywhere I went, white people were just looking at me crazy. I feel like anytime I walked in, they thought I was going to steal something. Bro, there's so many times we would be at a grocery store, any type of store. It's just really crazy now that we're actually talking about it. We will be anywhere, and I'd see a clerk, like they'll be helping somebody, or they'll walk over to us, and then they'll ask if we need help. And I'm like, she think we about to steal. Mm-hmm. And Tyler's like, bro, she really just asked if we needed help. You know what I mean? Like, do you see the
It's
difference?
what they built into us. That's what we've been programmed.
You know what I
into.
mean? Like that
But
is
that's what
hindering.
I feel like you
That
guys
is
gotta
hindering.
let go of, because it's holding you back. If anything,
Not
because
everybody can though.
No,
Oh, no, I'm not saying everyone can, but I'm saying if you want to like get like that's the only way we can get past this shit.
But how can we get past it if we see this shit every day? You
I've
know?
been raised
we
so-
have to protest. We have to let our voice be heard. You know,
protests
And
are a waste of time, honestly. Protests
Bro,
are the
but
protests
that's
are
all. That's our only option.
That's
we
our
can't,
only
It's either
option.
it's either we protest. Either we start fucking people up,
Yeah,
or
what you
people
want us to
start
do? You
dying.
want us
If
to
we
start
fuck
killing
people up,
niggas?
we go to
No,
jail.
I'm not
If we
saying I
kill,
have
we
the
go to
answer
jail.
for it.
Protest, we
he
get.
said I don't have the
I
answer,
don't have
Sway.
the answer. I don't got the fucking answer for it. But I'm just saying, like, I was raised so colorblind, no pun intended, because I'm colorblind.
Of
but,
course you
like,
were, bro, 'cause you
Literally,
didn't
my
have
family
to.
never, bro.
Shit,
like,
I was
race
raised to be
was never
colorblind,
one
too.
of those things that was even brought up. Like,
I
my
will-
mom never said I had to date a white girl. Like, I never, like, so all this shit. When I hear you guys say like shit like that, it's like I can't imagine it, because you guys went through different.
And here's
shit
the weird
than
part:
me.
it's only my mom doing it.
Bro, you want to know why?
Only my mom, none of my
Because
aunts.
your dad obviously he's been in our position before, bro. Like I'll say we're stallions. You know what I'm saying? Young black stallions, just ready to fucking go. You're a stallion too. You know what I mean? I say any young man at our point in time is a stallion. When you see
I wouldn't
some
say every.
Oh, not, you know what I'm
Definitely
saying.
are exceptions.
You know what I'm saying though. But it's like we're at a point where it's like, when I mean by stallion is like head forward. Nobody's gonna stop you. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna go through this because I know I can. Any person like that, you look to your right, you look to your left. Not every girl only in your race is gonna look attractive. We all have eyes. We all can see. My vision ain't bad. You know what I mean?
I know a big booty when I see one.
I know a big booty when I see one. I know beauty when I see one, and I know a good personality when I find one. You know what I'm saying?
Beautiful girls come in all shapes and sizes, and I love them all.
Yeah, whether it's just
And
all black or
colors.
not. So and that's the thing. That's why your dad understands.
I mean-
Your mom's on the side where it's like we don't need to let the good ones go. You know what I mean? There's so many times where you know what it really comes from. Like say like you see. Let me put it like this. Say there's five black men, right? All of them are couples. 3 of them are 3 dudes that are with black women. Horrible situations. You know what I mean? I'm not going to go into the works of what the stereotype of what they are is. But let's just say 3 of them with horrible situations. 2 of them with completely different ones, but they happen to have a more well-off life. You know what I mean? That's going to make people bitter at a point in time. Because it's like, why do the good ones feel like we are not good enough? You know what I mean? Why? Like, you get what I'm saying? Am I making sense?
Yeah, no, personally, I already understand. I understand.
You understand, yeah.
I know what they're saying. I'm saying we got to stop looking at everything as race, because when you start trying to,
I see what you're saying. It's low-key hard, though.
first of all, when you try comparing yourself to anyone else in any way, shape, or form, you're gonna start feeling mediocre to them. Especially if you're comparing someone to
Very true.
comparing someone to you who's doing more than you or doing better than you.
Like
Yeah,
I personally
That's
feel like I need to
subjective.
call
That's
my
what
cousin,
we-
get him on the show. Maybe he can explain
That's
my perspective.
That's what we have to do, Tyler. But will it ever be that way? That's what we have to ask ourselves.
No.
Let's look at reality.
No, like,
In America,
I know
does
for me it's like
racism
that.
does racism exist anywhere
Yes,
else?
racism.
I mean, it does, just not as bad in
Racism
America.
exists in so many different forms right now. It's
Yeah,
really
I
fucked
just.
up.
I mean,
but
I've been to
okay,
England.
one
It's
thing that me and
not
Tyler
that bad.
and Tyler knows how I feel about this. I know what racism is, and I know what's out there, but I don't make that my reality. I got into plenty of arguments with plenty black people, white people. It don't matter. How I feel is your attributes, what you bring, your aura, your presence, your determination, anything that you bring to the table should always outweigh the things that you can't help. I can't help that I'm short. I can't help that I'm black, and I can't help those. But what I will bring is a good personality. I bring good facts, and you know what I mean. I'm not gonna name off my personal things, but it's not the Dante Max show. You know what I'm saying? But it's one of those situations where you should know what you bring to the table, and all those things should outweigh your skin color tenfold.
Of course it should.
Tenfold. You know what I'm saying?
But even if it doesn't, you shouldn't let that affect you. You can if you start letting that affect you is when that shit.
I'm just
that's
saying-
when we start losing ground on. Like,
all I'm gonna say is
getting past it.
if you think that and for those at home that really think that a skin color is really like the main thing why you're not succeeding in life, then there's other things, like when I was saying to my man
work
Pascal,
on yourself.
you're trying to change the wrong variable within this equation.
Yeah.
Wait, what are you talking about?
First of all, you're changing
No,
the
I was
unchangeable
In
variable.
2017, we had a
When I
black
said that to
president,
you.
so
I'm not
there is
saying
no
to you,
excuse.
that's what it is.
excuse.
Oh,
I was referring how I used that phrase to you.
There's no excuse.
You
still
just
don't like the way you use that phrase.
changing the wrong variable within this equation.
No, that
Stop
was
shit.
perfect.
That's
Stop
perfect. Like,
That was perfect.
I love that one. That's one of my favorite ones that I
Shit,
use.
how long has this shit been going on?
A while.
All right, should we close it up?
Yeah, we are. All right, y'all. This is another episode of To Clear the Air. Peace.
Peace.